It's collectively. If it wasn't my conversation with Dozy and Charlie, especially Duncan and Dewan, and so, all that, it was important to get this back here. You understand what I'm saying? And we don't have to divulge on like what was said within that, but it is important to understand that it wasn't just me. You know what I'm saying? Of like, oh, like I needed advice from all you guys. You know what I'm saying? And it was, when you think when it's two people thinking they're doing the right thing, what the fuck do you do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we both could pass logic saying we both weren't wrong.
Right.
Because we believe.
Y'all was both like open to talking though. I mean, you weren't. But
no, I wasn't.
I think after a while, once I say you weren't.
No.
But after a while, once after talking on Friday, you were like, all right. Like when me, you, and Duncan was like, all right, come on, like we can't just. You got to at least have a conversation. And that's when he was like, all right, okay. Everybody's saying the same fucking thing.
Everybody says it, but when it was like, hey, let's do round table, I was like, you know what, let me. Cause I'm like, I want to hear it.
Like, what I respected about it is, as you said before, both of y'all weren't wrong. I just think y'all was coming from two different sides of the brain. You know, in Kraig's position, I could see where he was coming from. Also being in entertainment, I've gotten crossed 1,000,000 times by niggas who would look me in the face, say, I'm your boy, I'm your best friend. In entertainment, there's still opportunities, fortune, and fame from you.
Real.
I just told y'all before the show about a very famous entertainer who stole my whole shit. So
Right.
when you deal with that, it makes you not trust people. But that's also bad for business if you're not willing to delegate certain tasks, because we can't do it all. But when you have a fear of being stolen from and people doing whole shit to you, it makes you not want to trust. It makes you want to hold on to everything as an artist. And then you saw that on your end as a business owner. It's like, I have to delegate.
Yeah.
That's the only wise way. I can't do it all. So it's like I saw both of y'all sides from different angles. But both of y'all wasn't wrong, but the fact that you sought counsel, which is wise. I always preach that in a multitude of counselors, there's safety. You sat down with everybody individually. You took the counsel. You sat on it. You wouldn't like a lot of these whole ass niggas who just get out there and say, let me just go live and just express how I feel. This whole shit. He was really wise with just sitting down and saying, let me get counsel. Let me just not speak on it publicly. And to be able to bring it out this way, man, I honor both of y'all as just men to just say, man, listen, we have a disagreement. Let's work it out. And let's keep going, because this a mothership, dog.
Right.
So I honor y'all for that, man. Y'all both handled it, I think, like real niggas, dog.
Hey, real quick, for the people that just came in, when we upload it, they'll get the beginning part, because we're not going to repeat the last.
Patreon, man.
No, because I don't know how it works. When we upload it, will it show the last 10 minutes? You know what I'm saying?
That first part, they're going to probably get that.
The first part, they won't get it?
Well, yeah, so the Patreon link.
You got to go to the Patreon to get everything that Brandon said and as to why he wasn't here. You got to go log in right now.
Patreon for that. You're only getting this from here on Pushing Forward.
Well, it's on Facebook, and it's on the Patreon. But I don't know if once we upload this, if the whole thing is going to be there.
But y'all, this is why you got to subscribe to the Patreon, man, because I'm telling you, man, YouTube does something to people who talk about out of the box shit, man. They only want you thinking a certain way, in my opinion, and they don't make shit accessible. You know what I'm saying? So please support the Patreon. Go to the Patreon, because eventually, man, the show will just be on Patreon.
Some niggas
don't care.
Yeah,
why the fuck you here, you whole ass nigga?
Hey, one guy said I didn't do that.
Wheelchair. That's why you can't go there. Wheelchair bound ass nigga.
Well, my thing is like you don't look. No, but my thing is
I just picture a nigga tied to a wheelchair.
My thing is if you don't want to do it, then don't fucking do it. But don't ask where's B Ben when we're telling you we just explained it, and then me and Kraig had a disagreement on something, and then if you want to find out, it's on the Patreon and it's on.
When is it going to be available on the Patreon?
No, but we already filming
right
it
now.
Oh, okay.
I mean, with YouTube,
The people that said they haven't been able to see, they weren't able to see it on Patreon. The Patreon wouldn't show it yet. But the whole thing will be up on Patreon once the upload is done, because
It's on there now. Go to Patreon. It's on there now.
But one thing I respect about it is because the issue that was going on was an issue, like I say, it was real on both ends. But like always, proper communication can solve almost all problems.
Right.
Most problems that exist and linger and that become big problems were small problems without proper communication. And we got to remember, like, anything that you see is 360, but we got two eyes that only see one way. So the truth, and if depending on the angle you're looking at it, everybody can be right. But without communicating it, without talking, that's why, like, in warfare, the first thing the opposition does is cut off communication lines. That's always how it works. You know what I mean? In any kind of war, whoever wins the
Cut off
communication.
the food supply too, and that shit would kill it.
Man, Charlie, man. Salute to Charlie though. I ain't even got a joke though. I was watching that Dodger game yesterday, and you fucked it up with your Optima tax relief commercial. I'm over here watching baseball, trying to enjoy myself, and here come this nigga on my TV.
I got to get it. That shit
With your eyes the same color as your shirt ass nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Get your money.
Wow,
Yeah.
But it's dope though seeing that cats communicated out because communication fixes all ills.
And it's not beef. I hate when niggas use the word beef.
Yeah.
Like it's not like the beef. I would never be here if it was beef.
Right.
I just come on. But
beef
again,
is Sotomayor and
this
what's the nigga name? Tariq.
Yeah, that's big.
yeah
That's beef.
Yeah,
Even though Tariq beat the dog shit out of Sotomayor.
This is us wanting the same exact thing and going two different ways about doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
And we both felt each way was right.
But that's why it's very important that you careful how you select your tribe, the people closest to you. Yeah. If you now everybody in here is somebody who's an attractor. But just because you attract people don't mean you let them in your inner circle. Some people got to be, I got to keep them at a distance. They got to go in this file cabinet. But if you select wise who your tribe is, then disagreements are handled this way. But if you select hoe ass niggas to be close to you when it's going down, niggas is getting on live as soon as y'all got an argument, telling everything. I just got on the phone with Kraig and that nigga saying I can't come back to the podcast. Fuck that nigga. What you doing?
Who did? I don't know who did that.
You know what I mean?
That's where the shit started.
You gotta select real niggas to be around you. There's an observation period, man. You can't let everybody get close to you, man. So that's just a testament to y'all's leadership.
Definitely.
Podcast,
Man, sometimes you can't react, like, you know what I'm saying, as soon as you hear some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, some shit, like, my granddad, some motherfucker that just tell me something straight, you know what I mean? Like, whether he was mad, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I just sit back, you know, that's grandpop, so I ain't gonna talk shit back, so.
Right.
So, as a man, it just helped me understand, like, try to learn from other people's perspective, not just yours, you know what I mean?
Real
Right.
spit. It's hard to do.
If you don't have understanding, you ain't got nothing, so, you know.
That's some real shit, Balrog.
Nigga did his S curl, killed only 3 steps. You got a dry S curl, nigga.
You know,
Shoot early. You said
hold on, Chung Lee text me right now. Hold on, let me. I'm fucking with, but look though, man, the game. We.
I mean, I don't want to address it no more. You guys got anything to say? If not, we good.
niggas gotta go to Patreon to see it. So
Or Facebook. Go to Facebook, D. Kraig Smith. They'll be there in the beginning.
The game and his brother called out Logan Paul and his brother.
for hands.
Said, meet me at the Staples Arena. Me and my brother would dog walk you and your brother. Yeah, so here's the thing. The homie know him personally, that, you know what I mean, but I ain't gonna speak on it. But my thing is this, look, Game, I love Game. He one of the only rappers in history that improved in his career. When he first started, he was a decent rapper, but he improved and became, to me, fire.
Yeah, most cats start off and fall off.
They, you know, him and Lil Wayne are two rappers that I think in their career they got better. They started off average and became dope. But Logan Paul responded, "Bring your niggas, you gonna have to bring your whole family to whoop me and my brother." So here's the thing: what you can't forget about Game is that he's a gang member.
And he sees family the whole different way. Like, oh, family?
And you seen how he did 40 Glock.
Man, hey, he fucked him up, boy.
You can't trust that nigga Game to catch a fair one, nigga. Are you stupid?
What I keep telling y'all, y'all niggas is not catching no fair ones around.
You're not getting
He gonna try to carry on.
nigga, it's gonna be 19 niggas in the bushes. Yeah.
You know what, though? Niggas, and another thing niggas don't understand, nigga, Game 6'4".
Right, he not no little nigga.
240, nigga,
Right.
250 solid, nigga. So you're not finna, I mean, I might be saying, y'all look at niggas on TV. I guess y'all see niggas on TV. Y'all like, nah, well, that nigga ain't that. Then you see niggas in real life, this is different.
Shit happens to
Ain't
us
little
all the
niggas.
time.
Yeah, everybody ain't little niggas,
Yeah,
bro.
nigga. The smallest nigga in here is 5. How tall are you? 5'10". You bigger than him, right? Yeah. Okay. The smallest nigga in here is 5'10". He the only nigga under 200 pounds. How much you weigh? 220. You don't look at this motherfucker. Take the hat off and get on the scale. You know what I'm saying? But man, nah, I've seen Game in person hooping. Game is not. He don't have it all. He not regular. He definitely has a chemical imbalance, my nigga. I've seen him at the Drew League slap niggas.
Team member.
I seen the nigga. We was at a game. I seen the nigga give a nigga a wedgie at the Drew League during the game, and a whole section of blood stood up, and nobody did nothing.
Hey, we was at me.
Nigga gave him a wedgie, homie.
Hey, Kraig, remember that game? We was at the Drew League playoff game, and we seen the game tell James Harden to get the fuck out the way. I got it.
Right.
This nigga waved James Harden off and was like, fuck you, James. I got this. It's my team.
If you want to fight the game, do it on Triller. Do not show up to the Staples Center. I promise you, it will not end right for you, Jake and Logan.
Do it on Triller, yeah.
Do it on Triller. Because personally, I think the white boys can whoop him.
One-on-one? Hell no.
One-on-one.
They really box.
I think both them white boys can whoop Game.
I don't think so. Out of game trained. If he trained to fight him for 6 weeks, it'd be a fight.
It would be just like Nate Robinson.
It'll be
6'4". Game is a different story.
nah. Okay. What?
Let's go. You need never 6'4" name.
I'm not talking shit.
Shut up there, nigga.
We're talking about him trying to fight him.
What are we talking about?
Hold on.
It's
The main nigga talk about a nigga can't get in the ring with you because you know how to box.
Yeah.
Okay, so Game know how to box. Game know how to fight.
You think Logan Paul and him are skilled fighters?
Better than Game.
Yes,
Yes, nigga. So y'all done drunk the Kool-Aid.
On a boxing side.
Okay, for sure. I'll figure out.
Is Game a skilled fighter?
I'll figure out.
We can put money on the white boys.
I'm just saying, you should. You know
on the
you.
white boys.
I'm saying.
Those for the Nigerian. Hold on, I'm just saying now.
You wouldn't square up with the gang? In the ring?
I swear, they ain't nigga. They ain't
In the ring.
Yeah.
In the ring, most
But I'm
definitely.
saying this. The fighters that we're talking about, these two white boys, they did a good job of selling who they want to be. They finna fight. Nigga finna get in there with Mayweather. Nigga, no. Come on. We know how it's finna go. We know how this fight finna go. You seen it with Conor McGregor. They pushed that to one of the biggest pay-per-view events ever.
Yep.
And that shit was a joke to niggas who know fighting. Like,
But all I'm saying,
No, I'm saying is, the nigga ain't that far away from where the game probably is. That's what I'm saying. They making it look good.
They've been training for how long?
A couple of years now. But the game,
Not even a couple
but the
years.
game boxes and trains though. You know that?
It's not, no.
Oh, if he boxes
You know?
and trains, y'all taking the game. If the game,
No,
the game
On
trains.
day level?
But if you don't train,
Yeah, you telling me he could. All right, so what I'm saying.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
I'm not telling you.
On day level.
Yeah,
I highly doubt.
Okay, so he asked me and I told him and he's still
No, I don't believe.
Don't talk to me.
You need more people.
You don't have to believe me. What I'm saying is this. I know what I'm doing. I know that this nigga get in the ring and it's gonna be a fair fight. It's not gonna be a wash like niggas think it's gonna be. I think Game is at 6'4", being athletic as he is, big as he is, nigga, and has a boxing background, nigga. He can get in. Niggas been in the ring with them niggas. Niggas to go to Norwalk.
When we was talking about Kendall Gill,
Yeah.
and who?
and
Same niggas, right?
yeah.
So who you got your money on?
I got on Kendall Gill. I told you.
He said that?
Yeah.
Kendall Gill.
He been fighting. We talked about how he been getting down since he been in the NBA. We gave you all that. Goddamn, bro. How you gonna recall some shit you don't remember?
I smoked a lot of weed.
Come on, Dozy.
Don't
Come
know
on,
what your ass was.
Here's my thing. The Game ain't no slouch, but what they gonna fight at? He gonna have to lose weight to fight him.
Yeah, for real.
If he go down to 200 pounds, he don't have no advantage no more than me.
If he
I
gets
feel like
skinny,
Jake Paul was way bigger than Nate.
Nah, he got to lose because Nate Robinson.
Game is 230. Jake Paul 190, 180.
About 190.
No, ain't one of them bigger? The older brother?
the older brother's bigger. I think he like 2 something.
Yeah.
He can fight it. Him and
Him
Game.
and Game can go head up.
Then big face and but that nigga face about 50 damn near.
But are him and Face cool? Is he talking about Face or do we have another brother?
That's the only brother. I would think that would get in the ring like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so.
You right, he damn near 50. Just
Yeah,
age.
that's it.
Just
I think
age.
he-
Nigga got hands, but just age.
Get a younger. He probably got a younger brother. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I think you're
That's
talking about
definitely
face.
possible.
That's I think you talking about face and that. I mean, face, nigga, you know what I'm saying? He got hands, ain't gonna say he got hands.
But come on.
And face been punched on camera, nigga, so.
Yeah.
I'm a white boy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So they gonna show that. You know, the white boys gonna dig for that shit, and they gonna be pushing that. You're like, damn, this nigga already got slept.
My only advice to niggas in the world: do not look. Even if you could whoop the gangbanger, man, just make sure. Just watch your surroundings.
Yeah, you win the fight, but you lose that war real quick.
Because most gangbangers have no hands. That's why there's all this shooting going on, because niggas are cowards.
Especially now.
But they will kill you.
Yeah, for real.
And this is something that you have to remember, especially after the fight, because after the fight, it ain't over.
Unfortunate.
So,
Nigga,
you know,
unfortunate.
places to fight gang members you don't know. Magic Mountain is cool. It's cool, you know what I mean? Because, nigga, you know, on vacation is cool. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you know, Vegas is cool. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Vegas, they'll find you out of Vegas. They'll find you out of Vegas. Yeah,
They'll find you.
Like, thank you, they will, but them niggas, I mean, niggas ain't coming on.
But don't
Phoenix, you know Phoenix. Phoenix.
but don't ever fight a gang member where they tell you to meet them. This nigga talking about meet me at Staples, nigga. What?
After that, gonna meet Jesus.
You got me fucked up, nigga. Yeah, Jake, don't do it, man. Fight the nigga on Triller game. I'm a fan, bro, but I'm a talk, nigga, because I'm a man first, nigga. Check this out, nigga. If the white boy knock you out,
Yeah, I got a problem with that.
you can't holler no more of that gangbanging shit on the records,
You
nigga.
gonna have to take that fade.
Yeah.
Me, nigga, I'm gonna need to see you get down. If you knock you out, you better get down with somebody else, man.
Yeah, man, because, you know. Yeah, man.
So you gotta fight somebody, nigga. Cause this shit ain't working, man. Them white boys.
Y'all get them likes up, please.
Man,
Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Somebody said the game will smash you, Craig. Okay. Man, that's how you feel? I mean.
Craig beat your ass, though.
Yeah. Nigga, you know. I get in the ring with the game in a heartbeat, nigga. I take the check.
I like it work, but I ain't gonna be like, I don't want to do it.
But you.
That's what niggas be banking on.
I'm all about fair fights, though. So if it's a fair fight, I got me with anybody. You know.
That's how I feel.
Shit, are you supposed to?
So
Bricks and rocks around. I'm like,
I just don't see the game giving no nigga a fair fight on the street.
I see Game doing it, but I don't see niggas around him.
Right.
That's what I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
niggas ain't finna let that happen. Nigga, he could be like, nigga, let's square up, nigga. He's really mean, let's square up.
Right.
The other 8 niggas in the background, nigga, looking behind trees and shit, nigga finna protect that investment, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, straight up.
Have no fair fights.
hey, would y'all look out for those if he squared up with Kwame Brown? Would y'all? Would you let the nigga work?
Yeah, beat the shit out of Kwame Brown. He had to say something to Doe.
This is gonna let me get my answer about anybody. We already know what your answer
I
is.
mean, I gotta let Dozy get out. Dozy let him work their way out of that. If I see Kwame dog walking you, I told you before, the only way I'm gonna come get you, Dozy, is if you give me eye contact with your dog and say, please help.
Hey, what's
You gotta look into my soul, nigga. You gotta look into my soul like, please help. And if your voice ain't crackling, I'm just not.
What's the signal? What's the signal? If you get your ass whooped, what's the signal?
You know when the nigga pointed, the nigga gotta have R&B hands when he. The nigga gotta be like KC and Joe. The nigga gotta reach out and grab my soul.
Signal.
Please help. Team hot tag.
Motherfuckers got too much ego. What's wrong with help? Motherfucker can't just say help.
That's real shit. I didn't give me time, nigga. I didn't be like, man, I wish I had a nigga that knew me or something. One nigga got to get out of this situation. I'll swing. If I had one more nigga, I'll swing. Bebop myself, 8 of them niggas, bro.
Hey, but who win that fight though between Matt Barnes and Kwame Brown? Who win that fight?
I got Matt.
I got Matt too.
Oh,
I got Kwame.
The way Kwame was taught, I fuck everything up on everybody. I fuck you up, Matt. Period. Everything gets
Becky
fucked
with
up.
the good hair, I'll fuck you up.
I fuck everything.
Kwame Brown probably,
Oh my god.
You're not a man. You're not a man.
he probably strong as a bitch. Kwame Brown, strong as a motherfucker.
Why he ain't do all that on the court though? This is what
On defense, he did. Wait, hey, one thing.
no. He got a gang of vigor for some niggas telling the truth. Let's be honest. Vigor? Let's be honest about this.
Hey,
Why did the niggas lie?
They didn't lie.
Okay, that's
Oh no! They didn't know the complete facts.
So he was good in the NBA.
No, but they didn't know all the facts though. You can unknowingly lie, nigga.
Okay, what they say?
Michael Jordan didn't draft him.
No. Bob Johnson.
Michael Jordan
It
didn't
don't
draft
matter
him
who
to say.
drafted him.
It does. No.
That is numbers.
Michael Jordan and Michael
Nigga
Jordan.
blamed his whole career on Michael Jordan.
No, go ahead, Brandon. Explain.
Well, Mike already had something set up with the Bulls to like what Kwame's saying to trade him for Elton Brand. So now the whoever the owner, whoever vetoed it, he was like, nah. So then now Mike has to play with it. He's like, that's not my guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we know how sports are, how important it is to you want to do it with your guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not act like that doesn't exist in sports. So now you got a Michael Jordan who is just a total fucking asshole. Everybody shitting on this dude all day. So when you start, confidence is huge for like a young kid when you start playing with grown ass men. So this kid never got to get the confidence at that time. So it's a very fragile moment. So it's easy to see the end product and be like, oh, he didn't live up to what we thought. But you got to look at the situation. Not everybody's going to be a LeBron James, bro. But again, a lot of it is situations. I've seen a Kevin Durant interview with Michael Beasley, and KD's like, bro, if I got drafted to Miami, there's no way I would have been as good as I am. Because he's like, I was lucky enough to be able to live in fucking Oklahoma City where there's nothing to do. You see what I'm saying? So you have to remember.
Sam Bowie, nigga.
Sam Bowie was a stud. He was a rock star coming out of college though. Yeah. But he was a rock star though. So I'm saying is, but a lot of it's situations, bro. So not everybody's gonna react the same based off.
He had a decent career though.
Did you play with that nigga on any 2K?
No, Sam Bowie.
Hey, Brandon, and on top of that, look, you gotta realize he was garbage relative because people thought he was gonna be Kevin Garnett. Was he Kevin Garnett? No. But the things that he did well,
not.
Yeah. But the things that he did well were things that don't show up in the stat sheet.
Correct.
I mean, when it comes to when you talk about tough, like the motherfucker, like you could not back him down defensively. Defensively, you can put him on an island against Tim Duncan and not get worked over in that game. He's one of the few players who can guard Tim Duncan without help. So he did things that were really good, and that's why he stayed in the NBA for 12 years. He was also the first person ever taken out of high school with the #1 pick in NBA history.
No, he was.
Yes, he was. Fact. Look it up.
High school?
He was the first person ever taken as a #1 pick out of high school. And we all know the first to go through anything usually don't do too well. Kurt Flood to all them motherfuckers, they usually don't do well the first to do anything. And so when it came down to it, Kwame Brown wasn't the player that people projected, but he still played for 12 years. Darko Milicic was a bust. Anthony Bennett was drafted #1 in 2013 and wasn't in the NBA 3 years later. That's a bust. Michael Olowokandi was a bust. Them niggas played 6 seasons.
So was
Kwame fucking Brown.
the people you named were bust, but
No.
so was
No. You don't know.
You have a long career, but you
you can't.
#1.
No.
I don't give a fuck how long or short your
you gotta
career.
show
If
something.
you weren't nice, you were a bust. That's what it is.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. No, you changing shit.
Hold on, one at a time.
Hold on. First of all,
Everybody leaves.
no. That's bullshit. No, it's bullshit. Fuck what they say. Look at the evidence, nigga. Go look at the league. No.
One at a time.
Go look at the niggas up. See, that's the thing. Niggas like get called up.
One at a time. Go ahead.
Niggas is like Barbie dolls. What do they say? Fuck what these dumb niggas say. Go look at the evidence. Go look at the #1 draft pick. It's very rare that a #1 draft pick turns out to be a superstar.
Was Joe Smith a bust?
No. But he was a #1 pick.
That nigga was.
He's #1.
He's #1 pick, nigga. He had an average career.
Average as hell.
Elgin Campbell had a better career than Joe Smith.
I'm thinking about Joe Johnson.
I would have never heard
Vin Baker.
Wouldn't that be rapping?
He raps? I didn't know he rapped.
Never thought he went #1.
He went #1. Joe Smith had a.
He's a bust.
I can
Darko
name.
Milicic went
He's a
#2
bust too.
Over Dwayne Wade.
ahead of Dwayne Wade, Carmelo, and Chris Bosh. But people want to focus, and so that's why I get what Kwame Brown was saying. Kwame Brown was like, look, and it's not as if, and no disrespect to Stack and Matt, but it ain't like y'all's all stars either. If Kobe, LeBron, and Kevin Durant talking, you trash to them.
No, they're not.
It's already. No, yes, they are.
Kobe would
Let me finish. Relative. No. Stop bullshit. If Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James are having a conversation about the players that they go against the most and the ones that are the toughest of them, I guarantee you Stack Jack and Matt Barnes will be in that conversation.
Yeah.
No, it will be other niggas as good as them. Neither of them is zero all-star appearances between two niggas. So bust, and when it comes down to bust, when it comes down to how good someone was, that's all relative.
Let me ask you this, Doze. You're saying that you're
nigga was
you're
trash.
saying a player. You're saying a player that can make rosters, an NBA roster, and get playing time for 12 years is a bust.
If you went number one,
Yes.
And they got a good agent.
How do you? Okay, you're only drafted one time. So why wasn't he just cut and then never played again?
Because you're number one draft pick.
because he was good enough.
Okay,
to
so
make-
at what? Okay,
Anthony Bennett
hear
was
me-
cutting
oh, so
everybody
look,
again.
So at what?
Bust as well.
Okay, but why is he still make? If he's a bust, why are you making roster?
Because the nigga has a great agent.
So,
Okay, who's his agent?
Hold on, okay. I'm gonna give you a list.
Who's his agent?
First round pick,
Was great.
first round pick, bust or not? Andrew Bogut, first pick of the draft, 98.
No, he got a ring. He was service.
Bogut got a ring
got
on a
a ring.
squad that was already
Look at his
manufactured
team.
before he got there. You
So
can't
did Kevin
count that.
Durant.
Kwame Brown career stats.
Andrew Bogut missed.
You saying Bogut is not a stud?
And he hurt a nigga to get them niggas ring.
Hey, what's Bogut's career stats versus Kwame Brown?
Kwame is 0.3
You
every
can't do
season.
stats because DeJuan say stats don't fucking matter.
But you say they do.
Hold on.
If we look up the stat right now, y'all say stat matter, we can't talk
What are you talking about? Andrew Bogut stats?
Andrew Bogut's versus Kwame
Career
Brown.
9 and 8.
That's Bogut. He's not a bust. 9 and 8, and he's not a bust. He was the
No,
first
don't do
pick.
that now.
He's the first pick in the 98 draft.
9 and 8.
9 and 8.
10 and 10 is good.
9 and 8.
But 9 and 8 ain't 10 and
10 and 10 is
10.
good.
9 and 8. But 9 and 8 ain't.
9 and 8 is going to average around. 9 and 8.
9 and 8 is 9 and 8. No, no.
10 and 10. Basically, come on.
9 and 8 is 9 and 8. Nine, yes,
He played 13 seasons.
13 seasons.
Bogut.
No, hold on. So,
4.5 in the B.
but you guys said he's on a bus. Now, what's Kwame Brown's career stats?
Okay.
Negative. I take niggas out of the stands before I take Kwame Brown. Like, you hoop? Which one of y'all niggas can hoop? Whoever can hit two.
Somebody
free
said
throws can
Bynum. Bynum was not a bust.
Hell no.
Not even close.
Kwame was 6 and 5 or 9 and 8.
Who? Kwame Brown 65?
6 and 5.
Number one. Oh, yeah.
There you go. Bogut got one championship. Kwame got none.
No,
No, Bogut was a part of a team, but he
bro,
was.
yeah, don't do that, bro. Don't do the whole Bogut guy. Look, we know who got the championship from that team.
It sound like y'all giving a little white
Yao
boy a
Ming.
little
I ain't white.
Yao Ming.
He's trash.
Harrison
Y'all
Barnes
mean?
got a
Not a
championship
bust.
from that team.
Not a bust.
Yamin is a product of the China NBA
Hall of
merger.
Famer.
He was a product of that.
He's not a bust, though.
He played 5 years.
But why is he a Hall of Famer? Not because of his stats.
Because it's Chinese play.
Because he's the Jackie Robinson of China.
He got a team to play.
He wasn't the first Chinese player.
I'm saying the man.
Wayne Juju was.
Andrew Wiggins.
Nah, not a bust.
What?
Yeah, super.
Number 1 overall
Super
pick.
bust.
You can't.
Never lived up. Hasn't lived up to it yet,
Is he starting though?
He was. They was calling him the next
was
LeBron.
bro.
He was. No, see, that's the thing.
They were calling him the next LeBron.
Underachiever.
Nobody thought.
He's not even. He's not even the next Byron Scott right now.
Yes, he's a
Yeah,
bust.
because he didn't live.
He's already been traded twice.
Doug, if you're saying the expectations are here and he's not doing it,
So, no,
that's
no,
what, but,
yeah.
but use the same criteria used for Kwame Brown. He's not doing what.
Yeah,
quote, unquote,
no.
So then why is it long drawn out? Andrew
Who?
Wiggins is a bust.
No,
What about?
I'm not saying
I got another one.
if he's a bust, that's what we're doing. He didn't leave up to his
He
shit.
can't-
I got
Hey,
Hey, Craig, I got
Kwame
another
Brown
one.
is right in the goddamn boat with him. He's in the back seat.
Hey, Craig, I got another
If your
one.
criteria is consistent, then
Markel Fultz.
Bust.
Markel Fultz.
Hell no, he's
Nah,
not a
but
bust.
they botched the surgery and all that, and I don't know.
They tried to change
But I'm just saying the criteria.
Man, but they messed up on that's not they messed up on his shoulder
Yes.
over
sad,
there.
Sad, but
Couldn't shoot it.
Andre Bargnani, or however you say his name.
Andre
Bargnani.
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 I mean,
Yes,
he was
he
all
was
star.
in
He was all star.
Yeah,
Wasn't he all star? Yeah, he was all star and all that.
No, not a bust.
No, he wasn't. I mean, he made
Yeah,
an
he
all star team. You got
barely,
you can't-
but he played what? How many seasons?
When was Harold Miner
10
drafted?
maybe.
He wasn't. He was late first round. Like no, mid first round. Like Between 10th and 15th, probably, huh?
Baby Jordan. They call that nigga Baby Jordan.
Damn.
That's a name right there.
Baby Jordan.
Ain't he from California?
He went
One
to USC.
more.
I don't know if you
That
know.
was the 12th pick.
Bill Minor was garbage.
Well, I'm talking about number ones, not like 12. Like, I'm talking about like top 2 pick,
top 3.
top 3 pick.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean about bus.
Like
That's what I'm saying,
if you're 15
12,
pick,
whatever,
yeah,
yeah,
really.
whatever. But top 3, like you gotta be special.
When was Sean Bradley? When was he drafted? He was like number 2.
Who was drafted in Kwame's class? Who do they choose over?
Oh, one.
Tyson Chandler.
Tyson Chandler, way better than Kwame.
No, I wouldn't say way better.
Who else?
Yeah,
Was
wait,
Odom in that draft?
The best player to come
Kwame
out.
Brown averaged better numbers than Tyson Chandler, you numbers niggas.
So he got 6 and 5.
Now, Derek Fisher.
Tyson was 5 and 5, nigga.
So I thought you were about stats. You can't.
I'm using your scale.
You can't do that.
I'm using your scale.
You're Tyson has
They
the
were-
defensive player of the year.
But
Yeah, Tyson
But
got
what did I
Kwame got
just?
defensive
But what
player.
did I just say about
First
Kwame
team,
Brown?
second team,
What did I just say about Kwame Brown?
5 and 5 for a number 1 pick.
But he was a
What I'm
defensive
saying
player,
is
though. He
this:
wasn't.
Kwame Brown was
So
a
was
defensive
Kwame.
player too. He was a one-on-one defensive player.
Never make
Kwame
defensive
It don't matter what you made.
Do you even make all defensive team?
It don't matter what you made.
Do you matter?
No, hold
Kwame never
on.
won
Yeah.
defensive player of the year when he was the best defensive
He
player
was
of the
on all
year.
defensive teams every fucking year.
Hold on.
He never made the defensive player of the year.
But he was on all defensive
Yeah,
teams
but
every fucking year.
What I'm saying is it happens all the time. It's
No, it
a
doesn't.
popularity
No, it doesn't.
contest.
Tyson Chandler is
What
one.
am I saying? It's a popularity contest. I know. I didn't do the wrong.
I understand what you're saying.
I'm talking about awards.
Hold on, one at a
I didn't
time.
do
One
no
at a time.
goddamn
Go ahead,
awards.
Dose.
I'm
Go ahead.
saying, but still, come on, basketball to
You
basketball.
have to be able to-
Come on, let me finish. Basketball to basketball. You can't tell me you're a defensive player if you're not even making the all defensive team.
Yes, I can, nigga.
No.
Because it's a political award.
Okay, what kind of ball player was Bo Outlaw?
One of the best defenders ever.
Do he got any defensive player of the years under his belt?
No.
Huh? I don't know. He might have been.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know. Check. I don't know. He might have been.
Let's see. Bo Outlaw, Olden Polynese.
Olden Polynese.
These were some of the best defenders in the NBA.
Ugliest niggas.
Bo Outlaw had defense.
All right, man. We're gonna move on, man. We've been on this too.
Yeah, hey, DJ show hate when we talk sports.
Yeah, nigga.
can we start bagging?
That nigga,
Talk about the list.
hey, the whole time, show wondering when to get up.
Never made all these defensive teams.
Ball, I never made out.
Ball never made all these defensive teams.
Is he a bust? Bo Outlaw is definitely not a bust.
He wasn't number one. He wasn't number one.
No, he was never number one. But what I'm saying is, it ain't offensive is just one part of the game, bro.
That's a fact.
If you a lockdown defender as a big man and you rebound and you can control the block, that's an art that a lot of niggas can't. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They can't do.
It's a
So,
lost art right now.
and it's only a few big men in the league that have been able to control the game offensively and defensively. Maybe about 7 or 8. Shaq, Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Hakeem, Kareem, I don't know. Patrick Ewing was getting dunked on every other play back in the day. Patrick,
Hey, Scottie Pippen put his whole game in his
by the
face
nice
after he
niggas, though.
no, he was getting dunked on by a lot of niggas.
By a lot of niggas.
He got a lot of
You
niggas.
was getting done by
Yeah,
a lot.
he-
See the footage though when
KG.
when the Scottie Pippen dunked on that
said he was
nigga,
getting
Patrick, he dunked on the nigga, stepped over and put his whole bag in his face. Nigga reached up and grabbed his shit like, man, nigga, you whole ass.
In my opinion,
Pat, volleyball knee
oh,
I hated watching.
in my opinion, Patrick Ewing, he ain't top 50 no more.
He said he been kicked out. Yeah, he's been
He not top 50 no more. He probably he might not even be top 10 no more.
top 80. Top 80, baby.
For centers ever.
Nah, he gotta be top.
Okay,
Not top 10. No.
He had game. He had game.
bro.
You had game.
Top 5 centers.
I take prime Dwight Howard over Patrick Ewing.
way.
Prime Dwight Howard.
Wait, no.
What you mean I'm
I'm not
wild?
gonna argue that.
Prime Dwight Howard is
Prime Dwight Howard beat Prime LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals.
talk about it.
Without his best point guard, Jameer Nelson was hurt. And he still
Prime
beat him.
Dwight Howard. I'm telling you, prime.
It doesn't matter. We're
No,
talking
LeBron had a squad.
we're talking about Pat Ewing.
LeBron had a home field. LeBron had the best.
I'm taking.
LeBron had the best record in the league that season.
I'm taking Sabonis over Patrick Ewing.
Arvidas Sabonis? Wait.
Wow.
I'm taking Arvidas Sabonis. Huh? Prime Sabonis. I'm taking Prime Sabonis over Pat Ewing.
It was never Prime Sabonis. He was
He
the same.
was-
He was the same all his career.
What?
Sabonis had game.
I know he was the same all his career.
No, I'm talking about.
But he came
before
over.
he got-
But he came over at 30 years
That's
old.
what I mean.
That's what I'm
And he
saying.
had back problems before he came to the league. But I'm saying those 10 years before he came to the NBA, nigga, he was a guy. He was
Hey,
a
hey.
in the Olympics.
I'm taking prime. I'm taking prime Chris Bosh over Patrick Ewing.
I'll take that.
No,
I'll take that. Because Patrick, you look. Chris Bosh hit some clutch shot. Patrick Ewing missed the fucking layup to go to the finals.
You're nitpicking one time. Like, I'm sure Chris Bosh has missed the game winner before.
No, I'm saying Patrick Ewing missed the most important shot in Knicks history. That was the most important shot in Knicks history.
He got Lil Wayne
That
kicked out of
layup.
the arena.
Did he?
Chris Bosh joined up. So
Did he?
He didn't have to take
Chris Bosh is a whole ass nigga. He had Lil Wayne. He had Lil Wayne was smacking his babe. Smacked him. And he had Lil Wayne kicked out of the arena. That's why he can't be in the stats no more.
She was
He
out
missed
there.
the
She
whole
was
shit.
out there.
I wouldn't fuck with a broad if she would fuck with Lil Wayne. That nigga.
Yeah, nigga, you got a gremlin in your pussy.
Yeah.
Hey, you had a gremlin.
Shout out to the homie. That's the homie.
You might as well
Stop
shoot.
listening to his music. If you're
Nah, I'm a fan. I ain't gonna stop being a
Lil
fan.
Wayne tossed me up like a couple years ago.
yeah,
You stop
that
listening to
nigga's-
his music.
Lil Wayne tossed your salad. What?
But you might as well.
That's what you heard. No one else here. No one. Did you hear gay shit like that? This nigga is true.
I'd rather a bitch shoot heroin in her pussy than fuck Lil Wayne.
Man, for real.
I'd watch a bitch ruin her life before I watch her have a good time with Lil Wayne.
Heroin in her pussy?
I'd rather her shoot heroin in her
I thought you
pussy.
said bust a balloon and heroin in her pussy. God damn, it drug me off.
But I was.
I can keep naming niggas better than Ewing.
I would take like. In my,
No, you
in my
name
head,
niggas, but they're not better than you.
I would take Ewing over
Rick Smith. I'm taking Rick Smith over Patrick Ewing.
No.
What do you mean?
Because Ewing used to kill Rick Smith.
Rick Smith used to kill him too.
No. Ewing used to kill Rick Smith.
That year they went to the finals with Reggie Miller. He was killing. They was killing New York.
Well, Patrick Ewing didn't play that year in the finals. He was injured. Remember, he got hurt. He broke his wrist.
Tim
He didn't
Duncan?
play. I would take Tim Duncan over.
Taking Tim Duncan over.
But Tim Duncan was a power forward.
Everybody.
He played both.
Tim Duncan played center when Shaq wasn't on the court.
Huh? Not Bill Cartwright. That's Bill Cartwright. That's just disrespectful.
I was with you.
Tim Duncan.
You brought up a good point. Prime Dwight.
I'm taking Tony Massenberg over Tim Duncan.
Jamal McGlure.
This nigga said lead A line.
Tractor trailer.
Chris
Right.
Mims.
Anthony Miller.
Niggas are just naming people
Curtis
now.
Williamson. Nigga.
So if we go on
Curtis
the stats,
Williamson has a fair. He has a fair kind here.
Patrick Ewing's killing this nigga stats.
It's
dog.
not even close, bro.
What do you mean, Chris?
What is Patrick average for a career? Like 22, 21, and 7?
I ain't got it on.
Chris Bosh had to stop being the primary scorer. Of course, your stats will go down when you go to number 3. That's what it takes to win the game.
Wonder why he did
Chris
that.
Bosh went down.
Man,
I'm taking Elton Brand over Patrick Ewing.
Wait, what?
I'm taking Elton
too
Brand
short.
over Patrick
he
Ewing.
was too short. He was too short.
So you think
I like your brand game too.
What?
I like your brand game, but he was too short.
I'm taking Rasheed Wallace over Patrick Ewing.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
Nigga, I'm taking Shep, nigga. I'm taking Shep,
I'm
nigga,
not
from
gonna
Blood
argue that.
Rim. You hear that shit nuts up? Bitch wanna suck a nigga dick.
Hey,
Bitch wanna suck my dick? Stop it. You can't, when a bitch wanna suck my dick, you can't pause that. Man, pause, she wanna give you head? Oh.
Why you make eye contact when you say it?
Cause you gotta know, I'm serious
I
about that.
know. I'm saying. Why we gotta do this?
You gotta know, nigga.
But anyway, Patrick Ewing's not in the top 50 no more. He might be top 80,
top 80.
but he definitely not in the top 50. Y'all heard about dude in Texas? White dude, man, worked for, I think, the post office or something. The police were chasing a dog
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
that bit somebody, and it went into his yard. And the two police officers chased the dog into his yard. The dude said, "Hey man, I'm warning y'all, get off my property," to the police. Police then proceeded to stop chasing the dog and start trying to arrest the dude on his property. So he pulled out a gun and killed both the police officers.
What state is this?
Texas.
Told y'all to get off my property.
He wasn't black, was he?
Nah, he was a white boy. You already know that nigga would be dead if he was black. So, yeah, y'all didn't hear about this?
I heard about that. Yeah, he shot that motherfucker.
Was the
Castle.
so
prison?
They got that castle doctrine in Texas.
right? But here's the thing: the castle doctrine is legit if you shoot somebody and you're not in the commission of a crime. If you're committing a crime, then the castle doctrine and the stand your ground doctrine don't protect you. Hence the case we talked about a couple weeks ago with the guy with the weed dispensary, and the license was expired. Remember that we talked about that?
I see more of that case.
So look, but according to Texas law 9.41 of Texas Penal Code, it clarifies a person is allowed to use force, but not deadly force, to stop trespassers or property interference. Trespassing is defined as knowingly, illegally entering a person's dwelling or property and remaining on said property after being told to vacate by the person that owns the property. So if you're a police officer and you commit a crime in uniform, that doesn't nullify you from the same repercussions and consequences of somebody who's not a sworn peace officer, right? So is this nigga in the right for killing both of these police officers according to the law after warning them and telling them they need to vacate his property?
Yeah, according to the law.
I think so. Yeah, I feel like it's in writing, it's in black and white. Shit, just because it's
It's the right color too.
Yeah, oh yeah, most definitely.
It was on a nigga property. He said get off. They got shot. Case closed.
And there's witnesses that say they heard him tell the police officers, you guys need to get off my property. And instead of getting off of the property, they rushed him.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Are they rushed him?
They rushed him.
Oh yeah.
Y'all in violation.
Oh,
Y'all not
violation.
the fucking Gestapo, nigga.
And that's Texas.
He evaded them both.
Yeah, gotta go.
He killed both of them. But it also says in the law that you can't use deadly force. But if you're using a gun, how do you know whether the force is going to be deadly or not?
That nigga should just stay with the dog, my nigga.
They shot
Let
the
us
dog.
come in here, my
They shot
nigga.
the
You know
dog,
what
he
I
got
mean?
off.
They need an invention on a gun that you could click and it only lets you shoot people in the legs. Like it just automatically aim for like something where they would still be alive because the law is flawed. I don't understand how you can pop at a nigga and you don't know if it's going to be deadly or not if you're shooting from a distance. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? You know the crazy thing about that case? Because I heard a little bit about that case. And you know what I did not see? I didn't see white folks going around and sparsing the law saying, should this other white person go to jail?
Right.
But it's the same on the opposite end when a black person, like last week, we talking about, we parsing, well, he still shoulda. And then we say what they doing to us. But in the middle of the conversation, when something goes on, black people are trying to have a conversation with one another over what's right, why another black person should go to jail. A white boy do some shit like this, white folks is like, all right, next story.
Yeah.
I ain't getting involved. Because they understand principally something black people don't understand. The law is whatever the population is willing to obey. White people understand that. So whenever they try to put these laws out, these white supremacist lawmakers understand that these motherfuckers ain't gonna follow it. You know what I mean? But they know niggas are gonna be like, if one black person fuck up, it's gonna be 10 other niggas saying what the niggas should have done. And that's why we keep getting persecuted by law, because we agree with the law. They don't get persecuted because they don't agree with the law. And on top of white supremacy.
Well, we have an idea what's going to happen. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. But would you have handled it the same way?
As a black man, no.
Hell nah.
Right.
That's Texas. You'll be
They would have
lynched.
shot me. If I would have told them get off my property, they would have shot me. They wouldn't even ask, nigga, if this is my home. They'd bow.
Right.
They was robbing the place. The dog helped us find the nigga. The dog's a hero now. The dog.
They just shot you and poured beer on you and said,
Yeah,
he was
like-
drunk.
Hey, look at that.
And the nigga was drunk.
They gonna say the dog smell weed on your property.
That's why he went there, nigga.
Right,
We just happened to find this nigga smoking weed. We shot him.
Damn, that's fucked up. What
Yeah.
happened to him though? What's the continuance of it? Is he locked
Well,
up
he's in prison right now,
Waiting
awaiting. This shit just happened within the last couple of weeks, I believe. I just read it today, so.
And we found out last week with that case in Oklahoma with that weed dispenser. The brother was in compliance with the state law. The local law changed. They had changed laws locally recently, and gave the local municipalities enforcement of those laws. And the local municipality decided one day to wake up and change the law. And the brother was outside of compliance of that. He was in compliance with the state.
Right.
But now the new law that these niggas came up with when they woke up with. So these niggas be playing games on us, man.
Man.
For real.
Greg, did you see that shit that they passed as far as for death penalty they now added a firing squad to part of it.
Well, Utah's always had it. Utah.
Oh, they did.
You're still
Weird shit. So it's lethal injection, or you can pick the firing squad.
in California now.
I forgot. There's another state. Is it? There's a different state trying to implement it. But that's some primitive old school shit, bro.
It's cheaper.
Hold on, let Brandon get it.
To me, that's too much, bro.
It's cheaper though, Brandon. You don't want to save money?
Imagine
that little needle costs a lot of money.
But imagine picking
expensive
let me get that. Like there's a fucking firing squad.
Right.
Get it. You gotta get it, nigga. Because you done asked the people you killed. Can they get what they can get? So now, nigga, we choosing for you. You actually getting off easy. Because I think all pedophiles should be put up against firing squad. And if they survive, they can live. If not, nigga, use a bitch.
Well, I think.
You don't need to survive firing squad.
Bro, it just sounds like
what I'm talking about?
But it sounds like some like 1700s. You know what I'm saying? Like some old school shit. And this is what lawmakers are deciding, not shit that really matters. This shit.
But I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, B.
This is at the table.
Hey, B, I hear what you're saying, but if you honestly sit back and think, has this country, as far as humanitarianism, has it really evolved since the 1700s? Or is it just some fake shit on the facade? Ethically, because because the number one, people still getting murdered, like over 20,000 gun deaths a year in this country.
Fair.
So, this place is dirty and ratchet. They talk about niggas. The United States is a ratchet ass land.
Did you see where the state of Vermont is openly apologizing for participating in eugenics back in the day? Yeah. Like they just, sorry.
Let's talk about it.
Sorry. They just like, sorry, we can't really offer you nothing, but we want to apologize for sterilizing all y'all niggas, but sorry. That shit is insane. So now other states are kind of following suit with an open apology, but what kind of, how you plan on compensating for us for that? You know what I'm saying?
And that is a compensation.
And since they
the sorry is a compensation.
But not even that. Since they are recognizing that eugenics did happen.
Yeah, because they ignored the shit.
Because they said it never happened. They said Dr. Frances Cress Welsing was lying.
Yep, they did call her lying.
All this shit they try to break down, and no, it's the same thing. When you start seeing birth rates change, that's when shit got real. That's when shit got real. So they really are playing a game, bro, to where they finna just make everything. Like they said, everybody's is feminized, right now.
Right.
So what we doing? We don't want to have no babies. Niggas don't want to build no families. None of that shit. Nigga, I'm talking to young men because that's what they telling us. We don't want to do none of that shit. So eugenics is basically working on a mental level. Right. So they stopped the physical shit a long time ago. They doing we have the highest rate of abortions. You know what I'm saying, out of everybody, which is some shit I probably don't think is true. But even if we in the top 5, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's something we don't want to be at the top of.
Right.
So it's like we sitting here and we talking about this shit, bro, because that shit means something. That eugenics was real. They are trying to destroy y'all through science.
And Bill
all the time.
And Bill Gates' mama was right there with all this shit.
That shit.
Bill Gates' mama was right with that. Right there, grandmama was right there with that Margaret Sanger bitch.
Well,
so when we talking about all this.
Right. Well, eugenics, man. It's a lot of people think that homosexuality is one of the extensions of it. Mm-hmm. If you Google on your phone out there as you listen to it, they had a gay bomb. They had a bomb that they could blow up and make the enemy soldiers want to fuck each other.
That's a fact.
Okay. So it's called. I forget the name of the bomb. It's called.
What the fuck?
Because if you think about it, our body's chemistry. It's like literally chemistry putting together. So if you know,
you don't believe me?
If you know the alchemical, if you know the alchemical constellations,
there's a bomb.
So that was
that made niggas fuck niggas.
Research team that helped
they do it on frogs. They do it on frogs first. Yeah, frogs. They first tried it out on frogs.
So what happens is the pesticides that are in the pesticide. It's a
pussy bomb. Keep it very said pussy bomb.
It's called the halitosis bomb. So the halitosis bomb is different than the chemicals they use in the food. The halitosis is called the halitosis bomb, and it's different than the chemical they use in the food. The chemicals in the food were from the pesticides, and so what happened was there was a scientist at Berkeley who was assigned to do a study on the food that had been sprayed with the pesticide, because they used the pesticide in foods for 50 years before they even got approval to use it, right? And so finally, when they commissioned Monsanto's to say, hey, we need to test these chemicals you're spraying on these vegetables and these fruits because we don't know what it's causing in humans. So they tested it on animals, frogs and different animals. And what they found out through the testing is that, well, this chemist, his conclusion was that these frogs are the reason for increase in homosexuality, because when you overexpose frogs to the chemicals that we're eating, it changes the male frogs into female frogs. They grow ovaries. You know what I'm saying?
Gay frog.
Right. So this nigga lost his job and
That's
been
all
on
Charlie heard.
No.
All that. All this nigga heard is gay frogs.
Keep going. I just want to add on. Plus,
That's all he heard.
Now listen,
He
the
ain't
male
hear
frogs, didn't want to mate with the actual female frogs no more. So they just only wanted the bussy. They didn't want, I'm just being honest. What happened? So they stopped procreating. They stopped making eggs because it wasn't a natural process.
Hey, but Domino, you said the bussy.
The frog.
Hey, but
Nigga said frog pussy.
But it's the same with soy. Like when George Washington Carver invented soy, that was to put some chemical in rubber. That was for rubber. That was so we could win World War II and plastic. But then they turned it into food, and he was like, George Washington Carver, the man who invented this, said this shit don't belong in food because it changed the chemistry of men.
If Duncan look at your mouth right now, he gonna get jealous. Motherfucker taking my shine. I don't know what
that was cold.
That was a callback. I'm gonna let you hear that because that's a callback. I like that. That's a callback. That nigga went there.
Hey, but when I said it, that nigga went.
Hell yeah.
Hey, then the nigga went like that.
That nigga rolled it up like a piece of gum. But I'm gonna tell you what else blew my mind on the eugenics shit, which I didn't know. I've been in the eugenics wormhole all week. I didn't know that nigga Hitler basically took the whole program from the state of California and took the shit to Germany and started murking people out.
Most of what Germany learned was from the United States.
Yeah, exactly.
The media propaganda. When you look at Germany's propaganda that allowed them the Holocaust of Jews, they said they learned that shit from Hollywood. What they was doing to niggas when they came out, Birth of a Nation out here. The Hitler's Youth, nigga, that was an extension of the Boy Scouts here. Nigga, that shit go deep.
It do go deep, man. We're gonna go to a commercial break. When we get back, more Kraig facts.
Supposed to pause, nigga. I ain't been here in a minute.
All right, it's game day. The first player we got coming to the stage, man, it's a local player straight out of them streets of South Central Los Angeles. I want y'all to put your hands together. Come on, clap it up for the first pro domino player, Slink Johnson.
So run off and go get fly and kill them all like COVID guy, cause every real nigga knows is why. Black is beautiful.
Wait, nigga. Get the mess lines, nigga. Where you at? Get these, nigga. Your mama see these? You see these? Shit.
Slink, man, appreciate you joining the league, man. What you plan on doing today to your competitor, brother?
Oh, shit, man. Sending him home to his mama, and then I'll be right behind.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Tell them where they can find you.
Oh, man, you can find me on Cash App at $Slink Johnson. You can find me at Venmo at Slink Johnson and PayPal at bookslinkjohnson@gmail.com and all your social networks at Slink Johnson.
That's what we talk about, man. Appreciate you joining, man. Go ahead and have a seat, man. We waiting on your competitor. That's right. This next competitor we got coming to the stage, man. One of my partners. Give it up for Pasadena's finest, Snaps.
You are not a tough guy. Those withdrawals cause nausea to body aches, closing walls, pistols pop for a
Okay. Okay, what's going on, Snaps? Talk to me, man. Come in closer, man. Right. Come in a little closer. Come on. Man, so what you plan on doing the Slink today on the table,
Come on, man. It's gonna be a crucifixion, bro. I know y'all seen the show. It's gonna be all bad. Like I said, the Domino God against Black Jesus. That's gonna be a bloodbath.
That's right, man. That's right, man. Tell them where they can find you.
Man, you know, Snaptastic Pen. You get me on that on IG. But just that's it, man. You gonna get me on this table right now, though. So we finna get this done.
All right, let's start the game, man. Let's go. Hey, fellas, 100 a game. You play bogus, that's 50. You got to call it bogus. If you don't call it, you don't get your 50. Man, play fair. Shake on it. Let's do it, man.
Let's get it, bro.
How your mama doing, my nigga?
She good, bro. She good.
I'm gonna quit playing with buff ass nigga.
Nah, let's get it, bro.
Nigga meet me outside, shit. Say about my mama, man.
Wake up!
Yeah, that's what she told me. That's what she tell me all the time. Wake up, you gotta go to work, Mr. Charles. My baby, my name's Slink. Still call me Charles, though. I'm with it.
1 second. You get their hands?
Oh, can we get those real quick? Slink, can you see yours, sir? All right. What's your name on there?
Snap.
Snap?
That's what I'm gonna do to that nigga next.
Cool. All right, let's run it. Go ahead.
Oh, see, there you go.
All right, let's get it. Let's get it.
There you
6
go.
on the board.
Start that like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you how we do it in Dina.
Oh, that's how you should, you gonna show me?
Yeah.
What else you do? What you gonna do with that?
Set this up for you.
Oh, okay.
You got it?
Yeah, put that right there.
10. We put that right
We
there.
on the board. Board now, okay.
Back it up!
Yeah.
Well, fish and bread keep
All
my
right,
people
We
fed.
trying to get it. We gotta get some points on you.
Hey, you gotta get some.
Oh, my God.
Let's go this way.
Oh, that's the way you gonna go? I'm gonna go
Let's
this
do
way.
it. Okay.
Okay, come on, put that right here for you.
Go ahead.
Because it was gonna leave it right there.
All right, let's sit you to the yard.
Let's get it. Already. Pull it. Good. I'm in there too.
Y'all sending each other, huh?
Oh, no.
It's two pimps. They keep sending each other.
Get back in there.
Yeah, okay. That's what you like. Okay. Oh, okay. Christine, give me Crips.
Oh, my God. Yeah, man. Shit, 20 to 10.
Me?
Slink up, 20 to 10.
What kind of question is that, nigga? I'm up all the time when y'all little niggas sleep. I gotta be up. You gotta go to work. God damn it.
Let's go.
Oh, my God. Well, you got all the luggage when you...
Run score. I'm out of here. Let's go.
Oh, wait, that's a lot of money and it ain't funny, man.
9, 19, 22, 27, 33.
Give him his keys and get him out of here.
Any Black Jesus and his 33? Okay, that's good. Not bad. That's over people's head. That's good.
Man, what's the 40 or 20?
40 to 20.
40, 20.
Kind of like our age, huh?
Pretty early.
Let's
Let's
say
get it.
keep your eye on that last horse, man.
You better know it.
What's the score, Kraig?
40 to 20, 40 to 20.
All right, you wash. Let me see those hands.
Stay on that saddle, man.
There we go.
Me?
Nah. Snaps up 40, 20. Snaps up 40.
Let's go with it.
The question was who winning, not who's up. I'm winning, nigga. I'm just not up right now. Fish and bread.
Oh, my God. That's man.
take
What nickel
that,
for
yes,
don't
sir.
cut it.
That's what you do with that.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what
Yes,
you
sir.
do with that. Put that right there for you.
We'll put it right here for you.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Oh, you spicy young nigga, huh?
I'm trying to be, brother, you know.
Back that pony out already, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. Just get a nigga off. Oh, man, it's gonna get the handicap, man.
Just saying it.
You got the 100 right there. At least he got to pay it off.
We need a spotter.
Go get your mama to hold the mother domino.
Tell her, come here. Linda!
I knew you was gonna play that.
Nicky with no cutting it.
This might be the fastest game in Domino history.
25-45. 25-45.
What is it?
25-45.
Call the big one first. This ain't no clipper game, man. Call the big one first.
He can only play one.
Hey man, they gotta keep their dominoes up on the table, Craig.
And they got another pack in his pocket. Out of there. Oh, shit.
What's that? 8 and 9 is 17. And 8 is 25, 31, 38, 46.
That's Mayday, man.
53, 57.
You gotta take
that All right, hold on. So round one, y'all pound on that round. I go to Bradford. All right, snap.
Pimp, I'm a prophet. Since life is a bitch, I tell that hoe when to stop. You know, shit, well, if I owe you something.
Try to tell him.
Any closing remarks?
Let me take this 200, pay my tithes.
Anything you want to say to this camera, Slick?
That nigga daddy just got out and nigga been salting me up since he got out anyway.
Hey, Slick, check them dominoes again, man. I know you play better than that.
Some bullshit Pasadena dominoes, man.
I know you play better than that, man.
Make sure y'all watch, subscribe, and like the world famous Roast Domino League, hosted by none other than the Kraig Smith. If I owe you something, get it from God. God.
Problems and force fit card. You can't talk while I'm talking. She likes to spend money. They know me over there. The gangsters call me square, but ain't nobody running up Ric Flair airs. Fake fight, rape type, test them hairs. DNA will pray, extend pairs. Cut off too many niggas wearing Jordans. Equal testimony recording, so run off and go get fly and kill them all like COVID guy. Cause every real nigga knows it's why. Black is beautiful to me, this is all I see. It helps my cheek. No more buying bricks, I only buy IPs. The jack of man gon' starve and need to buy IVs. I'm not a street nigga, that's repeat nigga for defeat nigga. I got a Kevin Hart, so let me explain. This black on black is bum clothes, we need a change. So lighten up a tad bit and laugh at my pain. Hey, I'm talking to you, bitch, pull me a trick. This woman is cute and this one here need a shrink. I see it all coming, so I know when to blink. Take a bump with this white girl, so you know what to think. Or get slapped with a loose glove and then hang up a mink. I'm not a pimp, I'm a prophet. Since life is a bitch, I tell that hoe when to stop. You know shit, well if I owe you something, you can get it from God. Brother, you're a god and it's my favorite earth. At war with these mortals, never wage your thirst. Make her taste it first. Finger dipped and slurp. If pussy smelled like a gator burp, that's where danger lurks. Look, man, Lena's damn near head round, hit the brakes and pause. You are not a tough guy. Those withdrawals cause nausea to body aches, closing walls. Pistols pop for addiction, exposed to cause. Throwaway shooter, you'll be dead in a week and I'll be in Bermuda. Coded calls, easy puller, leave if not constructive. Nearly fuller and forklift courtship. Unload your problems and force fit cord. You can't talk while I'm talking. She likes to spend money. Dorset, poor chick, surprise her with financial advisor. 4K, I'm talking to you, bitch, pull me a trick. This woman is cute and this one here need a shrink. I see it all coming, so I know when to blink. Take a bump with this white girl, so you know what to think. Or get slapped with a loose glove and then hang up a mink. I'm not a pimp, I'm a prophet. Since life is a bitch, I tell that hoe when to stop. You know damn well if I owe you something, you can get it from God.
Okay. That's what's up. What's your name? Where you from?
Man, I'm Walt, man. I'm from the IE, baby. That's how we roll.
Yeah. IE's a big ass area. What part?
I grew up in Ontario.
All right, cool.
That 909 life, baby.
Oh, that 909 life.
Yeah, man.
So what y'all about to get this game on? What's on the line? What's the stakes?
We can do 1,000 a game.
1,000 a game.
Oh, run 3 games. Run 3
You
games.
got that much space?
Whatever half-made slash amazing player coach. What are you doing?
Hey man, Baldy came out with the victory, won the bet. That's the 3K. Look, if you got a squad, man, sign up, hit that inbox, man. You can come play.
Last 2 games was overtime too.
Oh yeah, they both. Last 2 games was overtime.
They cheated us a little bit. You can win another way, man. I'm playing the refs, man. You ain't take my money next time, though. I guarantee that one, though.
Oh, I've been knowing that nigga for 20 years, man. I don't even.
That nigga ain't Black Jesus here.
I've been forgetting. Oh,
That nigga said he
yeah.
ain't Black Jesus here. Hey, pass me that spray. God bless you, 'cause I ain't got that.
That's the homie, though. He good people.
Is
gotta talk about that Kwame Brown.
Is he not gonna sit here right now?
Hey, go ahead,
Tell
Ty.
you when niggas don't plan on getting up though. Let me tell you when niggas don't plan on getting up though.
You got it.
That nigga.
What you talking about?
You might want to wipe that seat down for you.
That shit.
I said, show he was not getting up out of that seat. Nope. Fuck that.
I'm like, nigga, where y'all
I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna say shit.
Hey, man.
Whichever one y'all niggas be in the chair.
Raise your hands if you support Joe Budden.
Joe Budden.
I fuck with Joe Budden.
I fuck with Joe Budden heavy. He said a dope ass roast about you, so we gotta let him sit down.
That nigga said you had hot Cheetos in your drawers right now.
You albino John Sally, have you ever seen that?
That was a good one. That
That's
nigga show sharpen his teeth so he can chew his food fast. I mean, I watched you going through your phone the whole time you was here. You could been memorizing your roast, nigga. Go ahead and pop one of them memorized roasts off. While you breathing on Todd's neck, nigga.
That nigga got a hat that can protect it, nigga. It's all good. Anyways, hey, this nigga look like the nigga that be up there flipping the signs of liberty tax, nigga. Fuck you.
All right, get back there with that seat.
Yeah, so you gotta sit down, man.
You on a bench.
Shook out the shit.
Me fucking 5 minutes. I'll get you back in.
Shook out Kraig facts spelled like the county fair. The petting zoo in this motherfucker.
Nigga said a fried snicker. Go ahead, show.
You already said it.
Oh, he did? Yeah. They took your joke?
Yeah, he took it.
Oh, man, they must have read that book you've been writing.
I looked over and
Yeah.
I hit the wall with the fried sticker.
You ready? You got one up? Go ahead.
Nigga, Charlie celery sipping ass be lying. Nigga, I ain't had no book.
You gotta sit down, homeboy.
All DJ shows friends is online, nigga. That nigga ain't never met his best friend.
Hey, that's cold. That's cold.
I miss you,
fucked
man.
up, man.
I miss you, man. And that nigga Charlie built like MC Light.
All right, sit down, nigga.
Swing and a miss.
Todd, you letting this nigga take your spot, nigga. Go ahead.
Let me get it. I'll bomb for real.
Get show. Get that nigga, man.
I seen this nigga show eat a pack of Dominoes before.
Mr. Window.
Get him, Joe. Get him, Joe.
Oh, shit. That nigga got that Red Tails hat on, nigga. That nigga look like a freaking ass Tuskegee Airman. Nigga, they used to... Go ahead. Didn't they test syphilis out on this nigga? Maybe want to punch this nigga in his pacemaker.
The show about to get 40.
Oh, shit.
Oh, nigga put numbers on.
He about to put 40 or 45 shots on your ass.
This nigga's a moving target.
Nigga said
Man, hey, Joe Buttons, man, they trying to bury my nigga, man.
Hey man, I just feel like, hey, nigga gotta be smarter, man. Gotta be smarter. I think he did some shit to where that shit not cool, but you was paying niggas. So that's the only thing I'm cool. But if you sign me for a contract and I'm supposed to be making this much, but then I'm overpaying you right now, right? I'm overpaying you, nigga. But when I feel like you shouldn't be overpaid, you know what your contract say, right? You can't do that to niggas. So me personally, that's the only problem I have with what's going on. Everything else about niggas making bread and want to see certain shit, that shit didn't need to be discussed before you make any deal.
Talent can't never see the books.
Yeah.
Talent can't never see the books. You got executive producers. I don't give a fuck what niggas feel like. The nigga putting up all the money and paying for shit, he own the shit. Okay, so, but for some reason, niggas don't feel like being talent is an important position. That's a great position to be in. You make the shit go, but the funding for shit is different. You can only request the books if you have an ownership stake in something. So that's the only thing that I've heard that I disagree with. Yeah. He could tell you what he want to tell you and then not show you. That's the boss. He can do what the fuck he want to do.
Hey, Craig. Hey, Craig.
I don't know. Do you guys know that better than me?
No, they signed the contract.
Okay, so
here's my issue with the whole thing, Craig. It's okay, you gonna flash on Joe Budden, you gonna ask to see his books, but you got these same people. These movies in Hollywood make trillions and trillions of dollars. You would never go to them and ask for the books,
right?
When it's a corporation, when it's daddy involved, you ain't going to him asking him for shit.
Well, no, that's not fair because that's not fair because actors are basically they're paid.
Yeah,
there's like 5 or 10 actors, very small number that get back end money, like George Clooney, Sandra Bullock. Keanu Reeves, like very.
If they're a producer of the movie,
no, it's not necessarily true. That they do it as part of their agreement. So, let's say I think
up front, right?
They'll get like 3% of like the back, right?
That's agreement, right? Though, right?
No, but it's an agreement based off of the entirety of the numbers when we sell this shit in Europe, in America, blah blah.
But I'm saying they made that agreement up front, right?
Well, it'll make sense if I can fucking finish. So you're entitled to that. So if it's 3% or whatever of like a movie budget, and it's like, okay, well, let's tally this shit up. I want to make sure I'm being compensated correctly, so there's no funny shit. If you're gonna put up a fight off of that, you're immediately gonna think, all right, what the fuck you hiding?
Yeah.
But so if I'm getting 3%, you gotta show me that. Yeah. Or we gotta go do some court shit for me to be able to see it.
But here's my thing. This is where he's trying to act like he knows more than he really knows. 3% of what?
No, I'm just saying that within
3% of what though is what I'm saying. You have, in his case, you have multiple ways that he's making money. YouTube, Facebook, advertising. 3% of what? See, this is what you can't do when you're doing business with your friends. You can't play that old school negotiation tactic of hit the nigga high and then we meet somewhere in the middle. That tactic don't work interpersonally.
Right.
It doesn't work. It's literally, nigga, okay, look, how much you want to offer me, bro? And then you say, hey, man, I got 15% for you. You be like, man, I love you, bro, but I'm going to need closer to 20. Can you get closer to 20? But you don't go, how much you want? I want 50%.
Yeah.
No, nigga, Joe Budden is an established brand. You guys definitely are a big part of it and do deserve what you can get. But don't misinterpret the fact that Joe was an established brand. He had been around for almost 2 decades before you guys got on. And he allowed you guys, not allowed you guys, because I like both of you niggas, but you just can't be next to a nigga and get used to him and think that you got coming what he got coming. You got something coming, but it's not what Joe has coming, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And
CT Reed, bro, if you don't block these fucking people spamming that shit.
What are they spamming?
Bro. It's just somebody
Smegmers.
Come on, bro. If you see whatever Smegmers is, CT, get on top of that. Pause.
Finesse, get your bitch ass out of here. Get your stanky puss. KG, get your stick ass out of here. Joe Reyes, you get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's a spam.
Anyway, go ahead. Yeah, but I'm just like this. I'm saying this.
I don't know, but some of those motherfuckers, my boy made them. I ain't gonna say how much. But that Safe Moon shit, he was on TikTok and motherfuckers kept saying Safe Moon, Safe Moon, Safe Moon. Like 2 months ago, that nigga hit a meal ticket off the Safe Moon.
Them niggas are spam.
I mean, okay.
then everybody.
they're not getting game. They're just
Oh, okay.
spamming. They're not really trying to give that information.
All right, well, go ahead. My bad.
No, it's just because I definitely feel what you're saying. But if what they're saying is they had a percentage agreement with him. So whatever percentages I'm supposed to get, I get off whatever you made off this, whether it's YouTube or whatever they said that it was. Shit. So if I need to see the numbers, so I didn't know how much percentage I'm supposed to get off what you actually got, not just one deal. So that's what he did. So I'm just saying, as black man, communication got to be first. So them going into a situation.
Rory ain't black.
No, well, period. Well, men, period.
But you heard how Rory was talking. See, look, when the niggas getting gassed up by a lawyer or outside party, Rory got gassed up to do some stupid shit, bro. He got gassed because look, bro, you can't put pressure on artists when it comes to money. You have your business person, your lawyer, your whoever takes care of your business. Talk to my nigga. I can't be up in here putting pressure on you niggas for shit. If when we get on that level, I can't be like trying to negotiate because that fucks up the artistry. Joe is a traditional artist, bro. That's why he's so sensitive. Niggas are sensitive about their art. You pressing this nigga, and that's just the wrong time, bro. I felt like it was the wrong move.
I just feel like if niggas just got business and it's about business, Joe shouldn't feel away either. So we can't just act like only one nigga's emotional. Right. Because Joe got emotional when I asked for them books. Now, if that's a right of mine to see how much I get paid off a deal, you have to show me. Now, when you say, when the niggas is telling me they got to see my books, they not my friends, well, that's another. I'm not your friend now. We're talking about business.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. So I think that if you're dealing with people on the business level and you want to keep it that way, okay, let's keep it that way. So what he's saying is, y'all niggas supposed to get this, all right? I gave you this. So what is you complaining about, right? But he's saying, no, we're not talking about that money. We're talking about this money. Right. He like, don't worry about that money. Yeah. So that's the problem I have with the shit. You can't tell me don't worry about the money I'm entitled to. Nigga, if you're paying me a certain percentage, I think it's wrong because they made a mistake with a $400,000.
But we don't know. We got to see that.
This is a fact, though.
No, but we got to see tangible proof of that, bro.
Joe Budden is saying this. He's agreed that was a $400,000 problem that they had. So they was like, well, if that's the issue, maybe Ian is not on this shit like he's supposed to. Right. Just because you trust your financial advisor. Right. I don't know that nigga. Right. And he's dealing with my money too.
But who's the majority owner of this shit? That does matter. That does matter.
Listen, this is what I'm saying.
51%, bro. If he owns 51%.
No, it is. In business it does. But if I'm saying I got a contract where I get paid a percentage and I need to know the percentage I'm getting paid from what percentage you're giving me money from. Mm-hmm. Now if you use the less deal, the last deal, so YouTube is your lowest deal was like $200,000. And you pay niggas from that. Like I took one and I told everybody divvy up $100,000. Right. But you got another deal off the podcast for $500, and it's $1 million deal from that. You're like, that came from that. Don't worry about that. But if it all comes off the back of us doing this shit, because I'm be honest, niggas fuck with Joe Budden music, but niggas fuck with Joe Budden as a podcaster right now. Not go pump it up. They don't give a fuck about They care about
except for Dozy.
Don't do that. Oh, Joe Budden's dope. I went to the Rage Against the Machine concert.
Niggas don't fuck.
Niggas don't like the masses that's fucking with him now. That's going to the show. They're not really a Joe Budden music fan.
Somebody pumping. I'm telling you. Look, I think that whatever they agreed on, they deserve. But them niggas ain't shit without Joe, bro.
That's what you saying. Joe ain't shit without them niggas.
Nah, Joe gonna be alright. That nigga gonna be alright.
If you the new niggas coming in there, y'all better be careful.
Bro,
I'm telling you,
be
careful.
The show will go on without them.
It will, but it won't be. It
definitely makes it more difficult to build what they've built. I mean, again, when you have Kevin Hart speaking on it, and Kevin Hart is at a masterclass level of like celebrity and business, and he's like, bro, Joe,
bad leadership.
Bad leadership. You basically played yourself. Yeah. He said, what do you say? Wealth should be shared, not owned, right? Yeah. And he's like, yeah, you're trying to put him on. You're just basically trying to pay him flats.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like, well, no, we're getting a percent, so
yeah, and that's what we agreed on.
Let's see the fucking percent.
Is Kevin Hart paying his niggas percentages? I doubt it.
But of everything, but that's not it. If his people are cool with the flat, then they don't. They can't ask about money and percentage. You know what I'm saying?
But also the difference between Kevin and Joe is that all of Kevin's niggas are hustlers. They do other shit.
Right.
They not bottom feeding off calf. And I'm not saying that Rory and Ma are bottom feeding off Joe, but I personally don't know, correct me if I'm ignorant, of any highly successful ventures that they're doing outside the Joe Budden's podcast. I don't know, but correct me.
Rory got the Duce Palooza. He's part of Henny Palooza.
Okay, well, correct me. I'm not saying I'm right. I ain't. First of all, somebody said I ain't hating on them niggas. Don't give a fuck out of here.
Conversation. And one thing I do want to say is, look, one thing about this show. It's a bunch of brothers talking about the same shit you niggas talk about with your family. None of us are experts. None of us know none of this shit. We just talking it out, and we funny, and we just happen to be a little bit funny. You know what I mean? But that's all it is.
And we a better podcast.
How should Joe handle it? How should Joe handle it?
I think he went wrong.
Yeah, bro. The damage is done. When you publicly do the firings, I mean, you can't do that shit. You can't come back.
But he never fired Molly. He fired the white boy.
But you just you have to look at your right.
He told Maul, if he come back, nigga, you better get your mind right. You're not finna who you talking to. You can get at right now.
But that's what I'm saying, dog. I think it goes back to what we discussed earlier. Just because you attract people, you don't let them in your inner circle, your tribe. Personally, I feel like the nigga picked wrong based on how them niggas behaved. Look how we handled this temporary disagreement that we had on the show, like real men.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't any publicly. It wasn't blah blah blah. It was counsel, conversation, and then we brought it to the forefront, and it was like nothing ever happened. You know what I'm saying? But the way these niggas is behaving, to me, you pick some hoe ass niggas to be on your team.
And on top of that, to go with what Craig said earlier about, you know, having a lawyer. Craig ain't bullshit. Like, when we have other deals going on, Craig be like, nigga, talk to the lawyer.
Right, straight up.
This ain't Craig got a goddamn lawyer when it comes to certain shit that I can't talk to this nigga about.
Because niggas will try to obligate you to shit, bro. Niggas be trying to be clever. Niggas will text you a certain way where you have to respond in a way where it'll obligate you. And then California verbal contracts or, like, niggas just do shit and they don't think you paying attention. And it's like, nah, nigga, I'm always, just because I'm not fighting you on something don't mean I see, and I'm not and what we see all the time isn't correct, but you still have to be aware of the possibilities. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker text you, I need you to do a show on the 17th. Can you be there? I need you to text me back for sure. I never text a motherfucker back for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you know. I'll let you know when I can let you know, but I'll never text you back for sure unless you give me a contract and you give me money up front. You know what I'm saying? Because if I text you back for sure and I don't show up and you use the show to promote my name, you can sue me.
That's a teachable moment for a lot of people in the chat, a lot of people doing business, verbal contracts. What I learned is you never give a definite answer, especially via text or email. It's likely.
Right.
It looks as if. It's possible. You cannot get backed in a corner indefinite. Got a text from you that says definitely you'll be here at 6. I don't even give niggas exact time frame.
No.
I'll be there in a range between 12 and 3.
Charlie, let me ask you this, because you ran a car dealership, right? Mm-hmm. So when you have your salesmen, they get commission, right?
Right.
And okay, so at the end of the month, you know, you go over, whatever their numbers are. Let's say they get 15% of whatever, like their gross or whatever, right? And they ask you, hey, can I see my printout of all my deals so I can tally up my commission?
Right.
Would you have a problem with a salesperson asking you that? To tally up their own commission?
You telling your own shit up.
Okay, but they need it from you. They have to. I got the math. Yeah, you have a problem with that?
I don't know. I never paid niggas in percentages.
You understand that in car industry, that's how they get. I wouldn't mind.
Charlie used to buy hookers for bonuses.
So these guys saying, "Hey, we're getting a percent. We want to see this to make sure everything is right. You know, we're accounting everything correctly." That's it.
That's a good question.
That's it. No, but there's no gray area. That's it. And then now that there's hold up, and then when you finally get to see it, it was something extra. I mean, it kind of validates the curiosity.
Yeah, to a certain degree. But, you sign a contract agreeing to a certain percentage, and as time goes on, you begin to get disgruntled about the percentage that you're receiving, and you start thinking that, well, maybe I'm not getting what I'm entitled to. I want to see the books.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the problem. Yeah. That's not the problem, though. What they're saying is, when we looked at the books, there was a discrepancy here, and y'all said y'all didn't know how that happened.
Right.
So okay, they said they ate that. They said their fault was they should have just said right then, let's see all the numbers. We should have said open up everything then. So when the next deal came, it happened again. So, but if my thing is, if I'm on both sides of the shit, so I understand Joe. I just don't feel that shit should ever be brought up. And the way Joe's whole brand is of creators paying the creators and the creators. That shit don't look good with your brand
At all.
When the creators want to see some numbers like
That's
you've
a good
been
point.
preaching
Yeah.
on your show. That's why niggas fuck with you. And you saying fuck that. That's why he's arguing with people that's his fucking fans.
That's a good
You're
point. He
arguing-
preaches that.
you're
But
arguing-
Spotify wouldn't show him the numbers.
But that's Spotify. though.
Spotify,
He-
why go back
he-
and
But
do
you
he
don't.
did a
You
whole
don't.
campaign.
You don't become what you campaign against.
He did a whole
Yeah, he
campaign.
said
But they
against
want the
Spotify.
numbers to see what percentage of the Spotify deal they could get, right?
Exactly.
Spotify said you can't see the numbers.
Hey, but Craig, in
And
order
that's-
to,
and yeah, and they-
in order
So
to say,
what? Go ahead.
in order to say within your integrity, you can't become the thing that you're protesting against.
Exactly, bro.
That's all it is.
Exactly.
Like, okay, if Spotify gonna do that, then that's what that Spotify is doing. What Spotify do? You can't preach against it, but then when it come to you, be like, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean?
So what if they?
What you're saying, but in this situation, who's the creator? There's only one creator on that show.
No. You can't do that.
No,
that's a good point.
they're not creators of the show.
I'm not gonna fight you on that, though.
No. The creator of the show is what's called. I'll name this podcast later when they first started. It wasn't called the Joe
And
Budden
they
Podcast.
No, but I'm saying the creator.
Hold on.
They weren't there.
But they didn't. The meeting when they came to name the podcast, they was like, name it whatever you want to name. They didn't trip off the name. They wasn't caring about the name because Joe Budden was like, I just name it when I want to name it, whatever. And they said,
But why can he name it?
Dozy made a good point, though.
because, he's naming it because they not tripping. If they
No, but why can't he name
no,
it?
because they said he can't. Because
No, but what power? Where does he get the power to name it?
from his people. That's
No.
what they started the podcast
From
together.
because it's his
It
shit.
stayed on
No.
his channel.
He's the one that gives the power to name it. It's his.
It's
No,
his
but
shit.
But they started together.
No, they
No,
did
they
not.
didn't.
So he didn't bring them on.
He brought them on
After it was
after.
already started.
So
It's like
so
y'all
when-
came on after this shit. Like this
Yeah.
is their shit. We
No,
came
no,
on
no,
after
no.
they started.
But I'm saying,
This-
but,
this-
but
it's
whenever
the
I
same
can,
shit.
whenever he can. When the business was
That
right
matters.
here.
That
No,
matters.
I'm saying it does. That's what I'm saying. We're not. We're
I
talking
feel
about
you.
creators.
I feel you,
We're talking
though.
about creating. though. Who's contributing to this podcast?
Their talent.
About art
But
and
what are they
business.
creating?
Their talent.
They're creating-
They didn't create the business.
Their talent.
So that's what I'm saying. He's
Oh,
exactly
okay,
Charlie.
okay, you say you
They're
think-
creating. They're sitting there and making Maul's relationship with certain shit makes him be able to talk to certain Joe be
I
able to
see
talk to
his
certain
definition.
niggas. Joe can't talk to Jay-Z without Maul because Maul is the nigga who can get close to Jay-Z.
But Maul-
So listen, hold on.
I get that.
Hold on. We
I'm
can't,
following-
you
I'm
can't,
with
you
you.
can't say fuck that and I come get you a deal with these people and you get money from Rock Nation. You got a deal on the line. You might not want it. But it's millions of dollars because of my relationships. So what I'm saying is, you can't be like
It's because of the
all
numbers.
me.
It's because of the numbers.
You can't do no. It's because of relationships.
Rock Nation gonna give anybody a deal that got the
No, they don't.
numbers.
No, they don't.
Anybody that got the numbers.
It's the numbers. It's the numbers that make the deal.
Bro, I'm
Just
telling
credit
y'all right
bigs,
now.
like-
If y'all don't
I feel you,
y'all can't
Greg.
tell me.
I'm not-
I'm with you. I'm with you.
No, not you. I'm
But
just saying.
in conversation,
In conversation, I'm just saying y'all can't say that relationships and business don't matter.
That's no one said that.
Nobody said that.
No, but
You're
when you say
diminishing-
numbers, when you say
I said we
when
talking
you
about
say-
creators.
No,
Creators, right?
Craig just said something. Craig said when you got numbers, Rock Nation gonna throw something to anybody with numbers. It's niggas that's doing numbers and all types of shit that they not throwing bread because the business not right. Numbers can be skewed.
Yes.
So they looking at all types of shit. So that's what I'm saying. But to get
Relationships can be skewed
that deal, no,
too.
but to get that deal though, they can. But to get that deal, you have to have that relationship.
Facts.
Not necessarily.
You do, bro. You do.
We were
I'm
talking-
sorry.
Not
90%
necessarily.
of business is relationships, bro.
Doug, my nigga, we were talking about
How you feel about a
creators,
person?
right?
They create.
So can we talk about? Can we finish that part?
Yeah, they're creating. They're on the show every day. They're on the show every day. They're bringing their stories. They open their heart up. The people that come on there, everybody don't come there to see Joe Buttons. Sorry, everybody not sitting there on there. I want to see Joe Buttons today. He can't. When he did the show by himself, when he was doing the show by himself, the numbers failed. The new niggas was in the comments. Who's these new niggas? He had to address it on Instagram Live.
Of course,
hey,
yeah.
the show gonna keep going. Y'all got to give niggas a chance. Because what I'm saying is, your fucking audience is rebelling against you. You as a creator, you have to see this. I know we have egos, and what I say, do, and this is the thing. Joe Budden got on Instagram and said he fucked up.
Yeah.
He said I shouldn't have did it like that. I shouldn't have. The business part, I shouldn't have did that. I should have did it a little differently. Not that I was wrong about not letting them niggas see the numbers because he has a legal right to tell them niggas
Right.
fuck you.
Because
they signed a contract.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You can't really go there. But I'm saying when we go talk about business and relationships and what they brought to the podcast, they brought a lot of shit to the podcast.
But they're still
sponsorships, everything. But he's not going to divulge that because it's an ego thing. When I'm talking shit about a nigga, he ain't did nothing for me, nigga. Fuck you talking about? I wish that nigga would say he helped me do something. Fuck that nigga. So that's what Joe was coming from. He's like, I shouldn't have did that because that's not what it is.
Yeah, but you, bro, just because you a $1 million artist on a label don't mean you own the label. No. They're artists, bro. They're look. You have in entertainment. You have executive producers. That's the money. That's the motherfucker that say I'm putting my bread up. That supersedes everything.
First in, first out.
Okay, then you have producers. Producers are who find talent to be on the show. Well, you have creators. You got executive producers, creators. Creators are people who may come up with the concept for the show, but they're paid by the executive producer. They're not the executive producer. At all. Then you have talent. Maul and Rory are talent. They're high-paid talent. That doesn't lessen their position. Like Michael Jackson, for most of his career, was high-paid talent.
And that's what Prince was rebelling against.
So when Michael Jackson got to a certain point,
but he's more important than any executive. But he can't pull his own record off the shelf. Mike can't do it. No, he can't.
He couldn't do it. He
can't.
And became the executive.
He can't call.
But the whole point is they haven't bought in. They're not the executive.
So what I'm saying is Maul and Rory. So Joe Budden is wrong for the ego shit, but Maul and Rory are wrong for not understanding the way that this entertainment shit works completely.
Hey, almost.
Good save. You know what? A lesser athlete would have failed.
Yeah, Dozy.
That's what chasing them tigers, nigga. That was.
In my fat ass.
Oh, that motherfucker. Oh, Dewan this.
Blame the fat nigga.
So what I'm saying is, huh? Yeah, we're gonna talk about Kwame Brown. So all I'm saying is this. That's why you gotta have your business people talk business for you, bro. Because regardless of what Joe said, Joe may not know exactly what the fuck he's talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Legally, there's certain. I mean, okay, I'll give you a percentage. Okay, I'll give you a percentage, Brandon. I'll give you a percentage, though. I'll give you all percentage. Okay, how much though? Because half of a percent is a percentage.
Percentage of what?
So I can tell you, I'll give you 1/4%. But of what? So you know what I'm saying? And of what? Is it the streams? Is it the YouTube? Is it the Facebook? Is it the residuals? What are we talking about? Is this radio show registered with fucking sound exchange? Is it a radio? Do you get money from? It's so many layers to this.
A lot of layers because a lot of people think when you hear 20%, but we don't know what is it. Is it profit sharing? Is it revenue sharing? These are different things business wise that you may not understand. So there could be numbers where it's like, well, that's coming in, but it's like no, but. We're not splitting this. Like,
so
am I paying you before all the expenses or after?
So what should people look for, Brandon, in business as a business expert? If they're agreeing to percentage deals, what should be some of the questions they should ask?
Well, I mean, I never consider myself an expert.
No, but you know.
But I mean, it says you should always, if you're gonna go at the quote unquote the boss with shit, you should be 110% correct before you ever even speak to him. You know what I mean? So, just of how the optics look, it looks like they went through proper channels before it got ugly. Like, hey, let's have our own accountant reach out. And again, I don't know if that's, but I'm just saying how it looks. You know what I'm saying?
But your accountant, why is your accountant reaching? Your entertainment lawyer should be reaching out. Because an accountant is just managing money and knows what to do with money when you have it, but they don't necessarily know contractual law. They're not in there negotiating with conglomerates over. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm getting towards. So there's accountants, there's lawyers and stuff like that. But as far as the people who are qualified to read the contract and then have a rebuttal to it. So that's what I'm saying. If you do that, and I don't know if they did or they didn't. You know what I'm saying? But I think when you're signing shit, you need to have those people around you before you even know. So you know exactly how you get paid. One, you should know how you're getting paid off the rip. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But if you have to go through talking to the lawyer and the accountants and all this to then figure something out, then one, that should tell me the shit that was already building up from before. It's just too much. It's too much smoke at this point. So you can never come back from this shit anyway.
That's crazy.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
Aren't they? They're both millionaires from the show, correct?
I don't know if they're millionaires, but they probably got some. They probably got some.
I heard that. That's what I heard, and I like both.
I thought it was crazy.
I'm sure they have a lot of money.
I like both of them. I want them both to win.
We want to see them win. We just talking from a business perspective.
Well, you have to know but how you're getting is it revenue share? Is it profit? You have to know this shit.
Yeah,
that's good advice.
Because if I'm only,
I can't see that.
Like let's say if I'm only paying you from just fucking donations that come in, I'm like, oh, you get 20% of that. But and you're like, well, what about fucking this sponsor here and this? And I'm like, no, well, You have to know how
you're
you're
right.
getting paid.
Hey, speaking of donations, man.
You
Hey,
understand what I'm
Dozy. Hey,
saying?
speaking of donations, hey Dozy, how much can I pay you to snatch Brandon's head off and toss that hoe like Michael Jackson on the Billie Jean video? I want to toss that hoe like Michael Jackson.
That
Like,
nigga got a right cross coming.
Hey, when I was gone for a month because I was trying to get rid of Dewan. Kraig wanted to keep him. I was like, bro. They're just Uncle Todd came in and stole the show.
Nigga, much, you don't take it to the room.
hey, fuck you, Duncan. Hey, Duncan.
Nigga, take all the air.
Fuck you, Duncan.
Hey.
Use, nigga.
But it's getting worse for Joe. This
what?
Joe Budden.
Oh,
Who was that? The Olivia Dope chick came out saying that.
That's the girls he tried
But look, when it come down to it, though, in America, anytime a black person, if they're at any point, because they're not going to get you back right away. But if you go out there for independence, if you go out there to break from the system and control the system, at some point, it's going to be a case thrown in your black ass. They're just going to wait for you to slip up one time. Joe slipped, and goddamn it, like clockwork, here it is.
So what happened with Olivia Dope? I know.
This bitch came out of nowhere.
When people don't like you and they see you down, they see you losing, they try to bury your motherfucking ass.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Oprah's good.
I ain't hear this shit.
So basically, what happened is the chick. What is her name? Y'all said her name is what? Olivia. Olivia Dope. All right. There's some.
That's so funny, man.
Somebody said Kraig face the one in ranch dressing.
So they got Joe quoted as saying, "This if I hire any woman while she was standing there, I'm gonna want to fuck the bitch."
What are you doing?
We know this though. We know this nigga. He crazy.
You can't say that though.
You know this. He crazy.
We done said some shit on the show, y'all.
We ain't
said some really rowdy shit.
You ain't say you won't take the bitch pussy. If you
No.
That's a whole nother level.
We talking about beating bitches up all the time.
I'm not gonna let you put rape on Kraig.
We talking about beating bitches up all the time.
We don't talk about hands. He's talking about shit. Hold on.
Real talk. I don't ever talk about that shit. I don't ever talk about that.
Let's not do that though. Don't talk
He do it.
Not talking about beating bitches up.
Just pointing right at it.
Dunk openly gangbangs on the show. Oh, Eastside Bompton, my fire road. We done all said some wild shit on here. I talk about bras, the one talk about white people, gang bang, and this nigga talk about everybody. Charlie the same. So this is why I don't be having women on the show all the time. I'm looking for our whole ass niggas. I'm looking for a woman that I feel is solid enough to be here every week. It's been hard. It's hard in entertainment. I'm talking about women who participate in entertainment because the way that this business works is different than corporate America. It's some sleazebag shit going on in entertainment.
Damn.
And you can't be Becky, go to HR and snitch on everything if you were around long enough for it to benefit you. If it was really an issue, then you got to get down where you mad at. Don't be on the show and get the money you want to get, and then when shit ain't working out, you want to go back and be like, well, one time. No, man.
Hey, Kraig, that's a good point. Because like, when I brought up the point earlier about they always got something waiting on a nigga when he fuck up, it's because when it comes down to entertainment, most of the people who own a lot of the dudes is sleazeballs and do sleazeball shit, and there's a lot of women around who are down for it as long as it benefits them. It's a whole bullshit ass game between these entertainers who ain't shit and these women who ain't shit who are around them. But the minute the situation stops benefiting them, now here come or somebody stumble and fall, somebody having a bad weekend. Now all of a sudden here come the charges.
Yeah, but
it
was
all good. We all was fucking around with each other.
Yeah, but we can't assume that's every case.
No, we can't.
Like what you're highlighting, does that happen? I'm sure
I can say it happens more often than not.
We don't. Okay, sure, but let's not diminish the other side where the shit does happen and it's not warranted.
I'm gonna go for the pattern.
What are you talking about, bro?
Look,
I'm gonna go for the pattern.
Because look, 85 South.
Go back to the Mann Act of 1910, Jack Johnson, nigga. Go back to then. When they see you winning, nigga, we gonna use.
But
We know you got them closets. Matter of fact, we put you on because you got that shit in the closet, so we can yank your motherfucking chain when it's time.
Yeah, but you can't sit here and say that it ain't no pervert whole
Yeah,
ass
bro.
I said they're pervert. I came in and said they're pervert.
You can't say it ain't no pervert whole ass hoes.
Nigga.
They out here too.
I know them.
It's, look,
And you're right. They do. They stick around long enough for the opportunity, and when it doesn't happen or it starts to fade, let me do something to grab onto the cloud.
I say this all the time. I ain't never playing devil's advocate with the fucking devil.
right. But in this business, bitches fuck for opportunity.
Period.
They offer pussy. See, this is what the regular world don't get. Bitches move to Los Angeles, Hollywood, to see how much the pussy is worth. And in the process of trying to figure out how much they can get for their pussy, they got to give it to different niggas of different statuses and try to increase the status of who's getting the pussy as much as they can. So in this process, every bitch gets to a point where, oh, my pussy ain't buying what it was buying at the lower status. Now I'm burnt out because I thought this was $1 million pussy and it's $100 pussy. Now
I want to sue.
I want to sue.
Talk that shit.
These Kraig facts.
Look, I want to sue now. I want to, and that being a fucking sore loser is not cool.
Right. Get your pussy tightened up, bitch. It's blew out.
And that's what happens in this business. And what happens is because women are good as a whole, they appeal to everyday working women who are quality, good women like Duncan's, like Brandon's wife or Dewan's wife or Todd's wife. And these women who work regular jobs, who are regular upstanding women, think they relating to women that are like them when they read these stories about these bitches getting on these sexual harassment cases and rape cases. They think that these are everyday women who deserve the same type of justice as everyday women. No, 90% of these bitches in Hollywood are fucking for positions. Don't be fooled, ladies in regular America, if you think that a lot of these bitches are like you. I seen it with my own motherfucking eyes.
I remember that chick from what's her name?
You watching fuck?
Nah, I've seen bitches.
It was what's her
I've
name?
seen bitches fuck multiple niggas in one room and do all kind of wild shit because of status.
Yeah, and they said that shit.
What happens is niggas don't be on Instagram hollering at these bitches. You get at an Instagram bitch, she look cool, she ain't got that many followers. You're like, I can definitely get at this bitch. Get in her inbox, nigga, you ain't got nothing popping, nigga, that she like on your shit, bro. You're not gonna get hollered at. So everything is status. What Kraig is talking about is status. Women fuck status. They like
period.
Power. It's not nothing they can do about it because it's nature.
No, I'm just saying not every. What I'm saying is not every case is that. Like what you're saying, does that happen? Of course, but not everyone we see is not that though.
Hey, Brandon, here's what I'm saying to that. Look, the reason why we have to bring it up because I'm all about healing and getting shit right. The only way we're going to get it right is because America does a good job of talking about the perpetrator, especially if it's a black man. Yeah. America does a good job of penalizing these niggas when it comes to any goddamn thing.
Sure, of course.
The only way we're going to get the truth, reconciliation, and justice is if we bring up and knowledge and heal the other side too. Yeah. There's a whole industry of women who move to Hollywood, parents who send their fucking 14-year-old kids to Hollywood, and they hold their own goddamn kids out to these perverts. These perverts are allowed to keep being perverts because you got people who are willing to allow them to be perverts. I'm not talking about the people.
I don't agree with the beauty pageant
it's
for
some people,
or any of that shit.
Yeah, but it's some people who are truly, truly fucked up and truly and I don't want to conflate the person who's truly misguided and coerced into a situation where they get fucked up with these tens of thousands of people who are voluntary hoes, who volunteer the bullshit. Now what's the problem? Because it didn't work out the way I thought it would. All I'm saying is this. We got to handle the truth of that because that's the majority.
Look, man, Robin Givens fucked Michael Jordan, Brad Pitt, Mike Tyson, Eddie Murphy. This is not a regular bitch.
Damn.
Only offering her pussy.
Damn,
So
go ahead.
My nigga, Robin Givens fucked Michael Jackson. Oh, no, she fucked Michael Jackson.
Barbie did.
Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, Brad Pitt, and fucking Eddie Murphy.
That's a lot of money.
Damn.
That's a lot of
nigga. And those was the top niggas.
Look, she was how old when she married Michael Jackson? I mean, Mike Tyson,
like 6 months.
She was, but how old was she? 21?
No, he said 20, 22, 23.
23. Eddie Murphy was her first.
Yeah, beat that.
At 18, she said Eddie Murphy was the first nigga she ever fucked. So from 18, she fucked Eddie Murphy, Mike Tyson, Brad Pitt, and fucking Michael Jordan.
That we know of.
Different
That
sports,
we know
different field. We don't even know about the producers.
This bitch is hunting.
Fuck this nigga next.
This bitch is hunting.
Yeah, she is.
She's a predator. Hoes are fucking predators.
She did fuck Howard Stern.
She fucked Howard Stern.
Hey, Craig. Courtney Love, that white artist. She talks about how her parents allowed her to come to LA, and she fucked. What's that white boy? That redneck. No, that white boy that's always on Fox News, Ted Nugent. She fucked Ted Nugent when she was 13. She said that shit on Howard Stern, trying to level up. So we gotta adjust that shit before we start talking about everybody.
Ain't that the shit that's inside of Snickers?
Nugent.
Oh, Nugent.
No, Craig. Hey, Craig. Nougat is your skin tone in the wintertime.
What I'm saying is, the regular women in the world, I don't want you to be against us when we're talking about these whores. These women who should have business licenses on their pussies.
Stop equating yourself.
Okay? These bitches need to be registered at the Hall of Records. They need to have a physical address, a business manager, and accountant for their pussy holes.
You saying that pussy need a bar?
Everyday women, if you live in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Texas, you know, all these middle states that ain't LA and New York or Miami, you don't really understand what you're looking at. You don't get how much. Look, you think the bitches in your small town are fucking bosses to get raises and, you know, get assistant manager jobs, and the whores in your city that go to fucking bars and fuck who you that's regular basic whoring that you guys are used to. Right. You've never seen a woman sell her soul. I've seen it. These bitches in LA, Miami, and New York are fucking selling their souls to be stars, and some of them are being sore losers when it's not happening the way they think it should happen.
Hey, Craig, talk about how, nigga, and when Craig talks about selling, he's not talking about the traditional man hunts down a woman. These women is throwing it right up in these motherfuckers' faces. We see it all the time.
Anybody ever been to an NBA game and been outside the locker room after the game, waiting on a player that they know?
That shit is like a club.
Friends and family room, nigga.
I have. Y'all, have you seen it?
The friends and family room usually got 20 women to every one dude, and the dudes is niggas' brothers.
It ain't happening.
It ain't happening, Captain.
It ain't happening. I done seen CC Wine standing out of the locker room, outside the locker room, waiting on Michael Cage, nigga.
Michael Cage.
What? CC Wine?
Jerry Curl Cage?
Hell yeah, nigga. I done seen some shit, nigga. CC Peniston.
Hey, bro, that's a classic fucking joke.
But what I'm saying is,
nigga, CC Winans.
I done seen some dirt baggery.
Fuck y'all.
I'm playing CC because BB probably whoop my motherfucking ass. I'm playing about CC.
Take off that colorful vest, nigga.
Oh, you know them, huh? That nigga got quiet in the mother.
I don't know him personally. I know him, bro. And you're right, BB will work you out.
BB will beat the dog shit out of me. I already know BB will beat the dog shit out of me. I don't want no parts of BB. BB will beat the dog shit out of me.
That nigga said, I seen some dirt baggery, huh?
Y'all ain't seen no dirt baggery in Hollywood?
Speaking of that, nigga, we see this shit in church.
Man, church.
Nigga, I used to be in the church band. You know what kind of groupies that shit acquires? Nigga, the church band. You be on the drums.
There was no groupies looking for
nigga.
The only group you had was two Twinkies and some Twix. That's the only shit in pairs you had.
And they had a middle-aged Samoan woman that would come to every service.
Hey, no, you right. It be some old dirty hoes. It be some old nasty bitches you never fuck. But Craig, but Brandon, you know P.D. Wheatstraw. You know what kind of business you get When you playing the guitar on Venice Beach, nigga. This nigga Brandon. Welcome back, Brandon.
Look like the nigga that walk around the beach with the snake on his neck. You know what No, but fuck it, man. Y'all ever seen the nigga with the
that Barry White looking motherfucker? I know exactly. He always got a Raider jersey on.
CC Ryan is a snake on the nigga. I'm done. That's your what, nigga?
Man, they sell their souls out here, bro. They do. I'm gonna tell you one story. My boy Tim, if he watching, he gonna be like, "Why this nigga saying my shit?"
Man, Tim, goddamn Tim.
2002. He from Oakland. He moved down here trying to manage artists and shit. Good dude. 2002, he fly a bitch out from Oakland. New Year's Eve. Pick her up from the airport. Like, let's go have a good time. Let's go to City Walk and watch the ball drop. So he walking around holding hands with the bitch. It's 11:45. Time is going. Now we damn near close to 12. It's like 11:48. 11:49 hit the countdown start. He holding the bitch hand for an hour. Now we get close to the countdown. She yank her hand from the nigga.
Whoa!
Guess what happened? Ray J standing on the other side of the motherfucking of the crowd. She used that nigga to fly her out so she could come hang with Ray J. She had Ray J pick her up at City Walk.
That's a cold-blooded bitch.
That's how cold this shit is out here, bro.
Ray J, you a cold nigga for that one, my nigga.
And that ain't Ray J's fault. He probably had no idea what, you know.
He a cold. He knew. That nigga knew.
That kind of remind me what. That sound like what. And that kind of sound like
that shit I called you on the other day.
What?
Remember when I gave you that phone call? Like, what about such and such? I don't want to say the names, but I hit you. I was like, man, I pulled this little broad and such and such.
Yeah.
You're like, don't even mess with that. Like, it was a whole.
Yeah.
That sound like what Kwame Brown said about.
I didn't bet Ray J in that situation.
Yeah, right. I'm saying.
I don't blame him. I know he has some fact. Some other nigga flew her out here. This is blowing her phone up the whole fucking weekend. The whole weekend. That's your phone. And she told Ray J. That's the guy that paid for me. If I answer the phone, that's the guy that paid for him to come out here. Hold on, he paid for you to come out this bitch? I'm gonna just send her home? No. I don't give a fuck. You're here now. Ray J seen that nigga that whole day. That bitch was like,
hey, y'all
I ain't mad at him for that.
Y'all ever been caught up in some personal dirtbaggery that the bitch put you through?
Yeah.
Like right up with her dude. Give me an example.
We all got a bitch house, nigga. This bitch got me in the crib, nigga, chilling. Her kids, I'm about the kids with the baby daddy, y'all, and whatever, nigga. This bitch into it with her baby daddy, though. This bitch done left the nigga.
Right.
So this nigga come knocking on the door at 3 in the morning. Boom, 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 boom. I jump up, nigga. I ain't got no pistol, nothing on me. I'm like, hey, somebody at your door banging. You know what I'm saying? She's like, don't worry about it. Go back to sleep. Go back
to sleep.
Don't worry about it. Nah, I was like, somebody at your door. This nigga come around to the back, nigga. Nigga looking through the window, nigga. I see you got a nigga in there.
Hey, Dunk.
Hell no. Nigga, I'm 19.
Hey, Dunk.
This bitch 27, nigga.
Hey, Dunk.
I'm not ready for this fight.
So Dunk, when Todd finally got in her place. When did y'all finally squash that?
We go down.
If you whisper Todd's name at a massage parlor, they'll bring a little boy out there.
Follow us on Patreon.
Damn, Todd.
I can't.
Oh my God. You say Uncle Todd on the side
I can't believe she did you like that after you took her to go see Brandon do that magic in that hat, nigga. Nigga look like a magician. He don't look like a magician, okay? All right. I'll be back in a second.
It's actually worse in person. It's actually worse in person.
Nigga got on a suede Puma hat. Nigga.
You ever seen niggas scream wild twice a minute? Like,
That nigga finna throw his shoulder out of socket.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Hey man.
Brandon, old civil rights face ass.
No, hold on.
He tried to tell Coretta King that her husband was unfaithful.
I
want us to get to this before we go. The Leslie Jones shit. Y'all niggas is comics. I want to talk to the comics.
Okay.
When you hear a nigga joke, right? You like, because niggas do this all the time. A lot of niggas do this, but a lot of the time it's warranted. When a nigga say your joke, what is the response do you think the nigga should come back to you with for reconciliation? Should he go to the internet first? If you call him out, like what happened?
Well, give us a story.
Well, we had Precious Hall, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Precious Hall, Kamira, you know what I'm saying, on these whole podcasts. She's a comedian. Leslie Jones, supposedly, I don't know, we don't know this for sure if she knowingly did this, but she took a joke verbatim of what Precious jokes was. You know
a joke they used on their podcast?
No, she did stand up. She does stand up.
So
she had a stand up she was doing, and they had footage of her doing it. And then I guess she pointed out, or somebody pointed out, like, damn, did you pay for that? Because she said the joke exactly same. Nigga, what's up with that dick? Like, you can tell.
What that dick do?
Yeah, that's what it is. So, like, if Kraig say something, he has a comedic way he's gonna say it with the timing,
like his cadence and everything.
Get it from God. You hear a nigga doing that? Yeah. It's like, damn, that nigga, is he doing that for Kraig or is he? So it's like, as comedians, and you know you caught, because listen, I'm gonna be honest, she got caught still in the joke. Is it the response you looking for? Niggas going to the internet first, or do you want a phone call from that comedian? Let's talk about this before you talk about it publicly.
Okay, see, the bigger a comedian gets, the more they could use the excuse. I didn't know my writers, and she blamed Tahir and Tony Baker.
Yeah,
she said those are my writers, and they gave me the joke, and then Tahir said we didn't. That's Leslie said to Tahir and Tony Baker.
And she kind of low-key threw them under the bus, and then talked about, black women need to protect black women, but threw the niggas under the bus.
So here's my thing. I blame it on Leslie. This is why, because in this game, nothing wrong with Tahir and Tony Baker. They who they are. But in this game, it's like he said, relationships are everything. A lot of these niggas that are relationshipy, that are all about being in, bonding with motherfuckers, they don't really have shit to offer. They just are fucking opportunists. And so a lot of times when your ego get to a certain level, you allow yourself to have opportunists around you because you want motherfuckers telling you what you want to hear. You don't want nobody keeping it 100. You feel what I'm saying? And, I'm not putting that on them two guys, but I know that those two dudes, if what she said is true, are as conscious of those being her jokes as we are. We know that those are Precious's jokes. She came out here from Texas with what that dick do shit 7-8 years ago.
Yep.
We all the comedians on the grind know that, and them two niggas would know it. So I don't know. I would believe them two over Precious. I mean, I would believe Tony Baker and Tahir over Leslie. Yeah. I think that maybe it's possible Leslie being the star she is now, that she heard it and was like, I'm the motherfucker now. It don't matter. But who knows? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's wrong for bigger comedians to steal our jokes because it's hard to eat out here.
They do it hard. And look, that joke for Precious, that what that dick do is as synonymous with her as get it from God is with Kraig. Y'all know.
So she stole a phrase.
Yeah, a whole phrase. Ain't got to understand. Precious got whole merchandise. If you see Precious's T-shirt when she talks about hers, that is the tank top she has on is WDDD. Precious has a whole line of merchandise over there. Yeah, and on top of that,
that's like The Rock saying, "What's The Rock?" What does The Rock used to say?
If you spell The Rock, it's Slipkin. And on top of that, that joke has gotten Precious really far to where that joke got Precious onto All Dev Digital.
Understood.
And on top of that, you got to understand this. That same joke, Nick Cannon took 2 years ago in his special. Man. He said what that dick do because we understood. I didn't say that shit, nigga. Nick Cannon said it.
We haven't said. Thank you.
Hey, I missed that shit, Brandon. I missed that shit, Brandon. But like for real, but Nick Cannon stole that same joke 2 years ago. So Precious is a young, because they only allow one black person, especially a black woman. They only allow one funny person at a time. So Precious is having to deal with all that shit and seeing two people who are on take her shit and put it on national TV.
So help me understand this, because help me understand this, because in the comedy world, I've never heard this phrase, but again, I'm not in.
Right.
I'm not in the comedy world like that. But I've never heard that phrase. So if I were to hear it, I couldn't tie it back to anybody.
Right.
So is it possible? Well, one, Leslie's saying it was somebody else giving a joke. So that's just going to be who you believe. But who do you think's telling the truth?
I think that
If she doesn't write her jokes, then why would she steal a joke?
I think that
good point.
I think Tahir
Like,
and
why would you go
Tony
off the
are telling the truth, and I think Precious is telling the truth. If I had to do deductive reasoning, I would say Leslie.
Okay.
I would have to put it on Leslie. You know, just
because Leslie did low key shit on her in her reply. Did y'all see Leslie's reply?
So just so I understand. So she's remembering her written jokes and then ad-libbing somebody else's phrase within.
Let me tell you something, Brandon.
I haven't heard
Hey,
this.
Brandon, let me show you, Brandon.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I posted it. If y'all go to my Instagram, I posted it.
Okay.
She even takes Precious's body language.
Damn.
I mean, it's the cadence, the bend over. Because every time Precious says that, she go, "What that?" and then she bend over. And Leslie literally has the same body language.
Okay.
So it's like, not only did you hear the joke, you had to have seen it. Because Precious, look, me, because I got a different perspective. I remember I was here when Precious first moved out here from Oak Cliff. We was at a show at somewhere in Beverly Hills, some little bullshit random bar with 5 people in the audience. 4 of them was comics. And I remember Precious doing that joke then, and I remember how that joke sounded then versus how great it is now. So, and she's always worked that joke. And so when I saw, if I muted Leslie's performance, I would have said she did Precious's joke because I saw the body language.
Wow.
And body language is 40% of communication. Words is only 8.
So how can Leslie Jones make this right?
Leslie Jones can
you
make
got
this
to pay
right.
her. You got to give her a bag.
You got to pay her, and you also got to put her in something.
And you got to. You might as well have her writing for you because she writing for you anyway.
Right.
You just around. You know, straight up, man. This game, man. That's what this game is just weird, man. I'm gonna end on
I'm
that.
gonna say this shit all the time. Craig don't like telling the story, but I fucking do. Cause Craig more political. Craig nicer than I am. Me and Craig was in a goddamn comedy store. I fuck Leslie Jones. And this ain't Craig talking, this me talking. I'm not speaking for Craig, all right? Make that very clear. I'm speaking for DeJuan Brown. Me and Craig in a comedy store, we shot Craig. She had just gotten her gig on Saturday Night Live. Leslie. Me and Craig are only 2 in the comedy store green room. We reach out. Craig said, "Hey, Leslie, I just want to congratulate you." She looked back and see it's us 2 niggas. You know what she did? She stared at us and said, "Psh," and walked her ass out that door. We tried to congratulate this ugly monkey face bitch.
Oh damn! Hey.
I said it. Craig didn't say that. I'm making it very clear. This isn't Craig's. This ain't Craig's point of view. This is DeJuan Brown's point of view. I own it. I'm not putting this on Kraig Smith. But that was my interaction with this bitch when I tried to tell her congratulations. So for her to tell Precious she should have reached out.
Hold on.
If Precious tried to reach out, she probably would have blew her off like you blew us off, bitch.
I got a different point of view. I don't necessarily agree with any of this shit that y'all talking about. I think that them 2 niggas in the room put her up on the joke.
Okay.
Legit. Okay. And I think both sides need to take accountability. It ain't no coincidence that she happens to steal a joke and 2 niggas that's in the room is related to the team.
That's a fact.
What I think is that maybe show her something or let her see, and then probably say let's maybe copy from this or do something similar. Let's take the actual, because comedians can copy other comedians' premises on a regular. It's the punchline is where the money is.
Right.
So she probably wanted to grab her premise and just said I want it all, but let's not act like these 2 niggas is off the hook, dog.
Nah, they not off the hook. I mean, they got to speak on it. I think they have. I hope it didn't go down like that.
Because they wouldn't. I don't know how they would. How was she like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you don't know her like that, you know what I'm saying? You don't really know that. Like Brandon is saying, like I've never heard it before.
Yeah.
But people that know that shit hit. It's a funny fucking joke. You know what I'm saying?
And she hit every time.
Yeah. So
as a comic, that's a hard joke to follow as a comic.
And you say that shit all the time, man. People, when you are part of a certain caliber, you making a certain type of money, certain tax bracket, you eat different.
Right.
That ain't just what you eat, the entertainment you consume, all that shit. There's no way she would have been on Old Girl's radar, in my opinion, unless somebody did one of these. Like,
right.
You know the difference is, Charlie? The difference is you guys out here on the internet. See, back in the old days, a comic could say this shit and it wouldn't get no traction. But I remember when Precious had 1,000 followers on Instagram. Now she got 60,000 because of her work, because she's great at what she does, because she has a successful podcast with Kamira. Precious is dope at what she does, and because the people fuck with her, when she posted that video, she had 60,000 people reposting it. And that's what made Leslie have to respond.
Well, she didn't post to somebody else.
Somebody else posted.
Precious didn't even know. A fan was like, "Hey, this is a Precious joke."
So I
gotta watch it.
I personally
Somebody said Kevin Hart be stealing jokes the same way. Really?
I want to personally, like I know people on the show. We sometimes talk shit to the unfunny niggas in the chat room, but I want to say from the bottom of everybody's. I want to speak for these niggas, but I think they'd agree. For y'all listening out here, y'all really fuck with us, and y'all matter. Y'all opinions matter.
Facts.
When y'all talk and say shit, this shows the power of the people. Because when Nick Cannon stole Precious's joke 2 years ago, she didn't have the following that she has now, so it couldn't get back to Nick Cannon. So when that same joke gets stolen 2 years later, it was the power of the people that made Leslie Jones have to answer to it.
I wish somebody would use "Get It From God" on like a comedy special.
Nigga,
we showing up at their show.
Real shit.
But we on the
This chat room will fuck them niggas up.
We on the phrase, so I just the phrase is on. Use it on your specials all day.
Me and Brandon was talking before the show, man. We're gonna do a show here locally. We don't have a date yet, but it'll probably.
No date? You sure?
Nah, not yet. But we will have a date. We will have a date.
You booked already.
I do got a venue. We'll have a date Thursday.
Yeah, I think
we'll have a date Thursday. We're gonna do a Kraig Facts podcast live. We're gonna and friends.
Southern California.
We're gonna have.
Can I ask you a question before we go? Leslie Jones, Precious. Which one you taking first?
I'm not even.
What you mean? Which one?
Which one you taking down first?
I'm fucking both of them.
Yeah, threesome.
I'm fucking both of them.
I'll fuck Precious if I fuck her.
Precious is beautiful.
Yeah, if I'm saying she
Precious is beautiful.
Leslie Jones look like she ain't ugly. I can't say she ain't ugly.
Precious got a natural track body.
Leslie Jones look like Frank Bruno.
Lost to Tyson twice.
No, I'm gonna tell you why I fuck with Precious. First time I met her, we was at Ha-Ha's. We was all there. I was there with you. She walked up to me like, "I can already tell you ain't no good.
What?
You are no good."
We gotta beat up Go.
I'm gonna tell you that like.
Cole said, "Get it from God."
No way.
Oh hell no!
Come on.
Send us
Send us the link.
I've been saying that shit for years.
I'll say this though about Precious. Precious is a very, her name describes who she is. She's dope as hell.
Right.
Precious is a very human being. Is a very dope. Yeah, Precious is a very dope human being. I remember the Precious when she first got out here from Oak Cliff with no followers. With the Precious right now with 58 some odd thousand followers. Kraig, you know, it's a lot of niggas that went from no followers to a whole bunch and they changed. Precious is still that down Oak Cliff bitch.
Precious is sock you in your motherfucking face.
Precious a beat. Look, hey Kraig, when last time we see nigga when me and Kraig at the Deontay Wilder fight, who do we see? Precious.
Yeah.
When we at the Errol Spence fight, who do we see? Precious.
Yeah.
That's who Precious is.
No. Titty Shank say, get ready to get it from your mama. That nigga taking all your mama money, nigga. All right, we're gonna wrap up the show, man. Tell them where they can find you.
Hey, get me at hotepish.com/apparel for all my shit. That's where my book is. Thank everybody who joined the seminar, who bought the book. We've already sold like hundreds and hundreds of copies of the book. Please get it and look at my Yelp reviews. If you read my Yelp and my Google reviews, people actually read the book and they got something out of it, and they've been using what they got out of that book to apply to their life. So it ain't no bullshit. So get the book, get my live drum sample packs. Promo code FUNK1 20% off.
Whatever.
You say you after the show. Go ahead.
What happened?
Y'all niggas are sorry. Yo, what's good?
Dozy said he saw you giving hard eyes to bitches' pictures while you was on the show. That nigga, yeah, y'all, let's wrap the show up. Let me like
that nigga crazy. That nigga crazy.
Sorry, dog.
That nigga wild, man.
You gotta be the fan. How did nigga see that? That nigga gotta be the fan.
Swipe.
Electricity in his eyeballs.
Electricity?
Electricity? Electricity?
Fuck y'all niggas, man.
Fucking stupid.
Yo, what up, man? This be your boy, The Real DJ Show. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, man. Make sure y'all get y'all music heard, bro. You know what I mean? We got Cocaine coming through on Friday. Today, I'm about to go live, too. Just come through if your mama ain't a hoe.
Hey!
If your mama ain't a
So
hoe.
where can they find you? Every nearby playground with 6-year-olds and under.
That nigga's a pilot.
This nigga hat is made out of pit bull puppy fur. Yeah.
Trying like a motherfucker.
Yo.
It's gonna
I'm
happen
out
for
there.
me.
It's gonna hit one
It's
day,
gonna
man.
happen
I'm
for
out
me.
there, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's a cockeyed pilot, nigga.
You look like
That's the only nigga to go to reverse in the sky.
Wait. Are y'all saying this nigga is Whitaker? I'm high right now. Y'all saying the nigga Whitaker?
Oh my God.
This nigga got the plane inverted in there. Damn, y'all niggas are sorry.
This nigga Duncan look like Leslie Jones with a beard. This nigga Charlie be tickling bitches in the DM.
This nigga got cocaine in his eyelids. Okay.
This nigga Charlie wake up at 3 in the morning.
Let me get you a line, bro.
Hey, Dewan, that nigga Todd got a part-time job breastfeeding.
That nigga breastfeed monkeys for sex.
That nigga had Brendan.
This nigga Brandon sells seatbelts.
Hey, Todd got a peephole in his parents' bedroom.
What? What an action is, nigga. Woo! That nigga Todd got that hat off Wish.com.
That's some funny
shit.
I want to purchase a tailspin, nigga.
Yeah.
That balloon packet. Tailspin? Oh, really? That tailspin?
Ty got a Ty got a pet platypus in his bathtub.
That nigga Todd work at the Proud Bird, nigga.
That's a LA joke. Yeah. That's a sausage LA joke. That's an LA joke.
The motherfucking middle.
Where the joke was from, that shit.
The motherfucking middle of Kraig hair look like a DJ booth.
That's why you keep shooting. Keep shooting.
Hey, that nigga shooting like Kwame Brown in this bitch.
Why you keep shooting?
Hell yeah.
Oh shit.
Shit, tell them where they can find you, man.
Alright, yo, check me out at Uncle Todd Comedy on IG, Twitter. Check my comedy album out. I'm out there. It's got Headaches, Taco Tuesday on there. You know what I'm saying? I got my motherfucking Bombardier hat on for you niggas in the comments. Said I was bombing, nigga. And I'm bombing in style, nigga. Yeah.
That nigga was in flight with doing Denzel, nigga.
That shit rubbing off.
He don't got a hat, though. He don't got a
He
hat.
ain't got the hat, man. That look like radio.
Radio. That's where a nigga career went down after radio. Like, man, the nigga played with retarded niggas.
You invite Shorty to your house, this nigga gonna steal your socket wrench, nigga.
Nigga, party hat is bulletproof, nigga. Tough one, nigga.
Hell yeah.
2 bombs back to back. Let me go ahead. Oh man. Ugh. Anyways, y'all waiting on me? You
forgot your own shit?
I just know this shit is crazy. Y'all niggas is the wildest niggas, man. We want to shout out the fucking fans for fucking with us. Every fucking Tuesday and Thursday, man. A lot of the shit we do, we can't do without y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all supporting everything. The Chill With Us Project, Sapio Sexual, fucking with Dewan shit. You know what I'm saying? Going to get that book, man. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all getting that nigga Brandon Catfish, you know what I'm saying? Oh, shit.
Well, the catfish sandwiches be hitting.
Oh, that's jam. You don't like that. Go. But yeah, Mr. Underscore, Mr. Duncan underscore. No, that's wrong. That's not how it's supposed to be. It's Mr. Underscore Duncan Penny Hughes. That's all good, Brown. You know what I'm saying? We don't all know how to type. But
Nigga on Brown.
no, it's just the wrong. That's just the wrong handle. It's all good. Don't worry about it. But nerdgangclothing.com, sapiosexual, y'all go fuck with that. Fuck with the clothing. Fuck with all that shit, man. Fuck with my sound pack too, man. Kraig facts on you bitch ass niggas.
Facts.
And we see you niggas trying to steal the sauce. Not like you niggas ain't. We seeing that shit, nigga. We see everything y'all niggas doing. Y'all trying to, but it ain't gonna work because y'all can't fuck with the whip, man. You got that wrist, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
is that Larry? Your buddy Larry?
That's Larry. That's who's on the show.
Oh.
Shout out to Goodwill, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, dog.
Goodwill,
nah, I fuck with Goodwill. Shout out to Two Hoods for You.
That nigga always in the clip trying to climb.
Nah, I fuck with all y'all. Ben Frank, man. All y'all in the chat room, man.
I miss Larry, man.
And your beard on point, but your hairline is.
So the nigga pull up to the scene.
You called him Maurice White, nigga?
Hey, shout out to Houston, man. We fuck with y'all.
Oh, man. Said Todd Steele jokes from Candy Rapper. Shout out to CT Reed, man.
Shout out to CT Reed.
Funny than a motherfucker.
Hey, CT, we thank you for moderating, brother. We really do. All y'all moderators, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Hey, man, I fuck with y'all in the chat. Hey, I'm gonna need y'all. Yeah, smash the like button, please. I need y'all to fuck with my special that's coming out July 27th. It's called I Am Dirtbag. It's a great compilation of my dirtbaggery stories. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That shit coming out July 27th, and if you're nosy, you want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? And check me out on IG. I am Charlie Newhart. Check me out on YouTube, Charlie Newhart, man. I'm dropping content every week. I'm having a good time, man. So, fuck with your boy.
And you really are a dirtbag ass nigga, so that's a good ass title, man. You a sorry ass nigga, for real, for real.
That nigga can't stop not saying nothing on the mic. The nigga got to say something. I don't know that, man. I'll fuck with you though, man. Buy that nigga book, man.
That nigga got a book of top ramen recipe.
I'll fuck with Dewan. That nigga had me studying eugenics at the crib. I'm like, what this shit is about.
That or baldness, nigga.
Shut your emotional ass up, nigga. Nigga, another emotional ass, nigga. You know every lyric from every Maxwell song. Woman's word. Woman's word.
I know it's two of the bitches.
All of the bitches, man.
That's the only song I sing for the bitch.
Yeah, I fuck with y'all, man. I fuck with y'all. I appreciate y'all support. Shout out to you, Jenna James. I appreciate that, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm grateful to be on the platform.
Jenna James is there?
No, I think that's.
No, she been on for a while.
Yeah, that ain't the white bro. That ain't the white.
Is that the porn nigga?
Hey.
All right, real shit. Shout out to Brandon. He back in the building, man.
Hey.
I fuck with Brandon. Even though all of Brandon's neighbors was outside of his door protesting until he moved, I fuck with him. Get this nigga out the neighborhood. Brandon's my nigga though.
Nigga had a car with a brick taped to the horn.
Shouts out to Brandon's hoochie shorts he got on right now. Those thighs highs to the sky ass shorts he got on right now. Shouts out to Brandon.
They got them doom.
It's very uncomfortable what y'all staring at.
He said,
that nigga low key calling you thick.
Hey, yo, check.
Yo, bro,
Fuck all the fuckers.
Fuck all the fuckers.
Oh, that shit was talking about right now.
What the fuck?
What's going on?
Hey, y'all know to find me regular _DLC. I don't give a fuck what Dwan talking about. That nigga Kwame is a bust.
Damn.
Fuck you, Dozy.
Wait to say this.
But, I love everybody. Y'all know where to find me, man. Holla at me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, welcome back, B.
Hey,
For real. Welcome back.
Man,
We got your
Welcome back, John
We
Stockton.
got your Pepsi and skins in the back, man.
oh shit! No, it felt good to be back, man. It felt good to be back, and we're gonna have some fun. We're trying to make this honestly the biggest podcast out. So
It's gonna be.
For real.
That's the
Everybody
goal.
copying us,
Yeah,
man.
that's the
Niggas on
goal.
the dick.
But bro, you what's going on? No, you guys got, but you guys got to subscribe to the Patreon. We're really not fucking with YouTube, legit. Like I can't see us being on YouTube for another 2-3 months. So, you guys need to subscribe to the Patreon. We're gonna start putting the description, the link in the bio on YouTube for the Patreon, and we'll backdate it and put them on other episodes also. But that's where it's gonna be at because we're not gonna be censored on there, and we can't put up certain content on here. We had issues today. We had to start super late because YouTube's fucking up. If you want the content, go to Patreon. What is it? $5?
Yeah, man.
Come on, niggas don't got $5. But it's not even this. Even if you don't got $5, like the video. That shit's free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you,
I
get if you don't, but at least you can at least like the video.
Watch the same fucking two shows, nigga.
Instagram is B12 World, letter B12 World. I be in the war zone, y'all. So if y'all wanna get flamed in that war zone, B12 World 8072 on the Xbox. If you got something else, hit me in the DM and I'll give you the Activision.
I got PS5. Fuck y'all.
Fuck you, Duncan. I want one, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. I've been a hold on buying video games.
Show me on Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah, I be on that Grand Theft Auto. Hell yeah, on the computer, nigga.
That nigga be on there, nigga, with deodorant on.
This nigga.
He said he only wears deodorant in the virtual world.
This nigga show.
Insane, dog.
This nigga show Grand Theft Auto player is dirty.
You got show going to the jokes. You got show going to the jokes.
Bust somebody to top. Tom might be winning right now.
This nigga look like a SmackDown creator wrestler, nigga.
That was decent though, right?
This nigga got the whole pilot attire, man. I'm mad at it. Hey, this nigga a hat too.
Hey,
this nigga got it from a pilot museum.
Nigga, the top of your shirt is too tight.
Wait. Wait a minute. What color is this dirty ass shirt? What color is that? Got your prom picture on your shirt, nigga?
His shirt is tight.
Hey, Todd eyes roll back when he shakes niggas' hands too long.
That nigga Todd's shirt spot.
That nigga Todd got an extra as a village people, nigga.
No.
That nigga Brandon got on a shower curtain in this motherfucker.
When Brandon's at the grocery store, he gets self-conscious when he buying watermelon.
Hey, Todd asked a Ouija board what to wear before you get dressed.
This is right. No. That shit keep going up and left, nigga. No.
Hey, that nigga.
Take that shit off.
That nigga Todd.
Take that shit.
That nigga Todd played in Fear the Black Hat, nigga.
Damn, man. Y'all niggas both got bombs after y'all checked.
You never seen the time. Nigga, you didn't have a TV, my nigga, so you didn't know what that was. You didn't have a television.
Hey, you. Last week you just bought your first toothbrush, nigga. I think we're saving up. Saving up. The batteries. Batteries. I'm gonna get one of them
E-Quad Eric Sermon. Fuck you, man. He look like a candy.
That shit wasn't that funny. Because that nigga got a champion sports bra on. Look at that. I'm back. I like that shit. I got you back.
Nigga like Dirty D from Pootie Tang, nigga.
You the only nigga still watch DVDs, bootleg DVDs. Every time the nigga cable cut off. That nigga cable get cut off, then they go to the bootlegs. Nigga, let me up. Might as well go to the old school. Go ahead, I'm sorry. You have to say something, bacon collar next.
Oh,
you sure you got something to say too, nigga.
This nigga whole outfit dirty.
This nigga Brandon sell backgammon tables.
That's funny.
They slide right off the motherfucker. You just hit and they slide.
Hey, that nigga Todd bought a sex robot with a PPP loan, nigga.
That nigga Todd built like Dr. Robotnik, nigga. That nigga can't eat apples. Shit. That nigga can't eat apples on the right side of his mouth.
That nigga Todd got pictures. Hey, Chuck. That nigga Todd got pictures of other niggas' kids at his house.
Oh shit!
That's nephew.
That's a nephew. He the kind of nigga that show up to a family reunion with a new young nigga every other week. Like, this is Julius.
Hey, that nigga Ty show up at the Little League game talking about he looking for the next LeBron.
Whoa! Big brother program.
Hey, your son Applebee's. I want to talk about the street.
Applebee's. The reason that I'm taping is that I'm scouting y'all. That's why I'm taping. I can't stand up right now, but that's why I'm taping.
Number 32 sweating like a motherfucker. Number 32 sweating like a motherfucker.
Nigga sweating.
Y'all leave Launchpad McWhack alone, nigga. Leave Launchpad McWhack alone, nigga. He good. He good. He good.
Oh,
he good.
shit.
He good, man.
That's fucked up.
Oh shit! Go ahead, Craig. Say
You
something.
did your shit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, tell them where they can find it. Oh, you did? Oh, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my nigga Toby and Guan Way, nigga.
Yeah. Shout out to all the fans who watching. Shout out for everybody supporting. Shout out for everybody who's donating. I am Autobots. You can find me on Instagram. It's Autobots, and you can see me on TV. I'll let you know when you'll see me when you see me.
Hey, tell them niggas what you on now.
Yeah, you was on that show then, wasn't you?
Yeah, I'm on a little bit.
Let them know, bro.
Okay, so you can catch me on on Amazon Prime. Check it out. It's a great thriller right now, and you can catch me in swimming in a pool in the little Ford commercial going on right now.
Don't watch that. Don't look at that.
You can catch Otto out here hunting pit bull puppies in this motherfucker.
You can catch him on Martin and Vlad TV.
TK Kirkland face there.
Hey, man, that's been the
CC
My man doing big things.
Yeah, Todd. Yeah. If I owe you something, you can get it from God. That's been the show.
Hey.
Hey,
Stop
man.
asking me for tickets to the show, nigga.
I forgot, man.
Cause I ain't got none, you motherfucker.
Vegas show sold out, man. So ain't no more tickets to the Vegas show.
That nigga DeJuan bought the rest of the seats.
Supporting. Keep buying that Chill Weathers. Keep buying that Sapiosexual. Keep buying DeJuan's book called The What?
No time to waste.
No time to waste. What you got for sale, show?
Must.
You
want to leave work early?
Small ass sweater, nigga. Fuck you, man. You caught that shit gonna rip.
You can't afford it. Go ahead.
Wouldn't want to buy it, nigga. Hey, when you bought it, nigga had a gun. Nigga pointed a gun at you to buy it on somebody's trunk.
Hey, your girl got that whole fit from Felix Barada's, nigga.
And your beard is close to that hat.
He said he put a gun.
For the down south niggas, that's like city trends, nigga.
Hey.
Nigga be rocking Jabot jeans, nigga.
We're going to wrap up the show.
That nigga got the cold Jabot.
If I owe you something, you can get it from God. That's been the show.
They didn't catch a show. I caught it.
What you want?